intake. You have the better one.
Thank you.
Hit me with it. Are we on? We're on.
Cool.
We are so on. We are back with one of my dearest friends. Hopefully for a long time. But after tomorrow, this is a Saturday, obviously. Conor McGregor is fighting Max Holloway tomorrow, so our friendship might cease.
It's going to be a tough one. Look, you know where I stand. We've had conversations all week about it. We've called each other what every day, just talking shit.
You're on the better end of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that Max is going to get it done. We sort of touched on it a little bit when you picked me up about the confidence that Max seems to have at the moment. Like, I don't know, there's just something about, he's got that aura about him where I feel like he just thinks it's going to be easy.
But so did Topuria.
Yeah, I think Topuria, it's different though.
Because Topuria, I think, prepped for an easy fight. I think the one thing that is annoying me, I understand that, I honestly, like, realistically, I give Conor a 15 to 20% chance of winning this fight. I think that's reasonable. Obviously, everyone knows it's the same story, has to be in the first 8 minutes, and this fight's already happened, by the way, so this is like the future past. Like, this fight will already have been over by the time it's released. So we will know. Everyone knows Conor has maybe 8 minutes to possibly win that fight. Everyone knows how he has to win it. He has to crack him, and he has to finish him. The only thing that is irritating me a bit is people thinking, like, people never give Conor his dues. I think there's a problem with everything where someone's so overrated, they're underrated. When they're so overexposed and they become a celebrity, you forget all of their memorable and amazing moments. And I think Conor's really, I wouldn't put him in GOAT status. I would never put Conor in a GOAT status. Pioneer of modern era and, like, an incredible resume, of course. Mm-hmm. He has a better resume than Khabib.
Arguably, yep.
It doesn't matter. He fought Max Holloway at a younger age, obviously, but he still fucking bet Max Holloway.
But he beat Aldo, beat Alvarez, beat Nate Diaz, beat
Chad Mendes.
Donald Trump. Okay. I think Khabib's Dustin, Charles...
Well, you can say the same thing about...
It's probably a little bit more impressive because obviously Dustin got Poirier early as well at 45 when Poirier was a little bit more susceptible, and then they fight at 55 and
But
Dustin
you can say the same thing about Topuria. Topuria's catching everyone at the perfect moment.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But Conor was fighting these guys in their prime.
Who wins in their prime, Topuria or Conor? Banger fight, by the way.
Banger fight. Conor in his prime probably wins because he has more weapons.
I'm just such a big believer in momentum, bro. I think people never factor in, obviously, when Conor was on his tear and when Topuria was on his tear, I think momentum and, like, the allure of a fighter is real. I really do. Mm-hmm. And I think Justin Gaethje said it perfectly in his Joe Rogan podcast. It's going to be interesting to see now what Topuria does because the mystique of him being untouchable is done.
Yeah.
And there's a roadmap of how to beat him now. Mm-hmm. Don't let him set, push him on the back foot, circle away. That's what Gaethje did. And now it also defeats his mystique of being untouchable.
Yeah, and in his head as well.
The same thing's going to happen with Pereira now, I feel.
Pereira's been beaten before, though.
I don't think he beats Hockett. I'm not heaps confident on that.
Hockett's weird fighters, like awkward fighters, are hard to fight when you're technically good. Like, I always had the most difficulty sparring people that, like, do weird shit and don't do what...
Unconventional timing.
The timing's off, or just the technique's a little bit different, or the setup's, like, weird, and you do struggle with it because you don't have the reflexes to deal with it because they're sort of, like, overload your nervous system. The way that Faraz Sahabi talks about it, or George St. Pierre, like, you're constantly just thinking.
Well, when I used to train, the biggest problems I used to have sparring were with this dude called, shout out as well, Jamie Orison. He's the legend of a dude. I think he's had one fight. He had the most awkward, weird striking. He would throw when he's not settled. He didn't follow a certain rhythm.
Yeah.
You never got to get into that rhythm because he would just disrupt it with a jab from fucking nowhere. Like, it was just, and like you said, it's the same with heaps of sports. You kind of play to the level of your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
especially in fighting.
You can get sucked into like a messy brawl. Often it happens all the time.
Yeah, like Justin Gaethje, if you get drawn into his fight, or Max, especially Max, if you get drawn into Max's fight, you're fucked. You're so fucked because he's going to outpace you. He's going to work his jab on you. He's going to establish his distance. I can see it in my head. I can see how Conor can win. It depends if Holloway's chin can take, because Conor can still punch.
Well, Max's chin's still good. I mean, he took some big shots from Dustin.
What was the fight after Gaethje?
He
Topuria.
fought Topuria, he fought Dustin, he fought Charles. I don't know what the order was. I think Dustin was before Ilya. So I think, has he lost his last two?
I'm pretty sure he went Topuria, got a win.
It was Dustin, yeah, sorry. Topuria, because we were worried about his chin.
And then he
did get clipped by Dustin, but Dustin hits hard. Dustin knocked out Conor.
See, everyone sooks about so with the Charles fight, I was in Tasmania and I couldn't watch the fight. I still haven't watched the fight in whole. Was Charles pumping him?
Charles just took his back and just controlled him for 5 rounds.
But he didn't do any damage to him.
Not really.
Because I've heard he was winning in the striking as well.
He probably was. He clipped Max a few times. He did well, but there wasn't enough striking to really have a definitive call on how it would have gone.
At 170, I honestly believe this is Conor's. Like, if there was 3 matchups that he could have that he could potentially win, this is one of them.
I strongly disagree.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's like one of the... Do you remember when Conor wasn't thinking about coming back and we used to all sit around and we would go, Max would destroy Conor now? We used to always say it. All of us would sit around and say it. And now all of a sudden they're fighting and everyone's just forgotten. Everyone thinks all of a sudden Conor's the same person that he was back. He's not even the same person he was 5 years ago, let alone fucking 10 years ago when he fought Alvarez.
I've seen weirder things happen though.
We've seen weird shit happen all year, but like either Max is done, if Max is done, then he probably loses. But Conor's 37, man.
Is he?
Yeah, what 37-year-old welterweight do we see come back better or, in their prime? Max is 34. I know he's got a lot of battle years on him, but he's still much more primed than Conor is. Okay,
in your head, I know you don't want to envision it, but say Conor goes out and it has to be a finish. There is no way he's winning there is zero chance he's winning a decision from Max Holloway.
Agreed.
It has to be a knockout. He does that. What is your opinions on Conor McGregor after that?
Still not good. Whatever. Max has obviously now taken a lot of damage. If Conor can stop him, maybe it is the weight. Maybe that the heavier weight is enough to sort of carry across to be able to put Max out. But if his chin's sort of gone and Conor gets him, I don't think before he got cracked that Conor would have beaten that Max. Maybe it is Max's on the way out. That's what I mean. Maybe it is a bad time.
I'll tell you what though, it's so nice to have Conor back in presses and shit.
No, I don't really care.
Oh, bro, it's just that it's very true. Think of him whatever you want. I don't know. I'm not going to fucking talk on any of that shit. I don't know what happened. I don't know. And I know for a fact that if I was thrusted into his position at that age, I would have probably been worse. A lot of
people would be the same.
I would have been worse. And now that I see him come back and I know he's a family man, I just want a good ending for him. But I always forget what a Conor McGregor fight week is like. And it's just as big as the UFC White House card. Also, my boy, Luke Lightning Leedham, loves a stogie. And I happen to be the stogie plug. I got a plug. He's one of my good friends, the Aficionados Vault. If you want to go over there and get a cigar based in South Australia, he also ships interstate. Make sure you hit him up. This is not a paid sponsorship. This is just me shouting out one of my mates. He's a fucking legend. Hit up the Aficionados Vault. Do you love stogies?
Love a stogie. Love a stogie. I'm not a smoker.
My favourite video, hand on heart, that I rewatch almost on a monthly basis and I'll never tell anyone, that video of David King in the car talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger's stogies, like replicating that speech, might be one of my favourite videos I've ever seen.
It's fantastic. He did well to get it so accurate as well. He put the accent on and everything.
How long's Uber been a thing?
Dude, how long has Uber been a thing?
Because we were catching taxis when we were 18.
There was no Uber. It sort of came in, in our 20s?
Mid-20s? Pre-COVID. Yeah. Uber would be at least 10 years in.
Yeah, it's pre-COVID for sure.
I'll never forget, we went out. We went out one night and we ended up at that NYX bar on Hindley.
Of course we did.
And I went out and I only had cash on me and my phone was dead. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to take one for the team and I'm going to give a taxi driver some money. And I hadn't caught a taxi in years. Caught a taxi, I was like, hey, bro, can you turn the meter off? And I'll sort you out, because that's what you used to do. You used to ask them to turn the meter off, give them cash, and they would give it to you cheaper. I was blackout drunk. Get home, left my phone and my wallet in his car, had $2,000 in my wallet, took the wallet, and there was no record of the drive because he turned the meter off.
So you really did look after him.
He got a good fucking little number.
He did get a good number.
He got a good number. But how's it going, bro? What's going on? Are you just ripping packs?
Been ripping some packs. Been getting back into that hobby a little bit, but
you've always been a geek, haven't you?
Pretty big geek. Yeah.
A violent one though.
Can be. Not really. I just enjoy the arts.
Do you have that violence in you anymore, you reckon?
Not really. I just prefer to be nice to people. Usually, if people have an issue, it's more about what's going on with them than it is about what's going on with...
What would be the scenario where you would throw the first punch in a fight?
Probably anything to do with
a woman or...
Yeah. Like any kids or looking after someone else, or anyone did anything to my missus or something, that'd probably be enough to sort of do something. I'm not really interested anymore.
Do you like sparring still? Do you spar anymore?
Not a lot, a little bit. Callie and I do a little bit of sparring from time to time.
But you don't do it in like the fight gym or anything?
Not really. I've been so injured the last couple of years that it's like as soon as I sort of get a bit of a groove going, something sort of pops back up again, and it's like sparring doesn't really seem worth it. So, I still train. I roll, but I've only sort of come back from that because I tore my MCL earlier this year. So,
I just think that jiu-jitsu is like way more dangerous.
It certainly feels that way for me. I got out of it because I didn't want to take brain damage and keep fucking smashing my body, and all I seem to do is get injured. So,
and also you spent like the better half of your youth learning how to be stiff and explosive, and like your body's not built to be contorted.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, like
it is very different. There's a lot of similarities, but it is also it's so different.
Well, you don't strike me as someone that would have flexible hips.
No, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I flow, like I'm pretty loose when I strike, but yeah, I don't carry that. I am pretty rigid and stiff when I roll still, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
I think in my head, I was off the UFC for like, not off it, but for 6 months, or at least 6 to 8 months, is the first time in maybe over a decade that I've missed cards. Like if it's a fight night and shit.
Yeah, I've been a bit the same.
I will miss it, and I don't know, because I used to watch Dana White Contender Series. I used to watch this. I used to watch that, and I would be so in the know with current fight, much like Dale is.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, because I think it went into a little bit of the slump over the Paramount deal era.
They're just putting too much out. It's just quantity over quality.
Like tomorrow's card has like 6 fights on the early prees. It's just so much. The White House card was
early
killer.
prees has 6 fights.
5 or 6.
It's usually 2 or 3, right?
It's a Conor card.
I guess so.
It's a Conor card.
Is he walk out second?
No. Oh, I think so.
That's kind of not.
Well, they made belts for him.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you know what I mean? Like he can't. There's no ranking system that he's higher than Max.
He's my biggest like dirty secret, Conor McGregor. I never realised how much I really love that cunt until he's fighting. Because it's so sporadic in between his fights, I forget the feeling of how much I enjoy his fight weeks. But when he walks out, it's a very different thing. He truly, in my opinion, changed the whole landscape of the MMA world. I don't think it would be where it is today without him.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree with that at all. I don't like Conor, but I'll give him the props of being a huge sort of moving point for the company and doing what he's done. He's brought a lot more eyes on it. For better or worse, there's a lot more people got into it for Conor McGregor, and his fans are a little bit insufferable, but there is more eyes on the sport and more acceptance because of him.
How many out of, say there's 8 billion people in the world, how many of them do you reckon know Michael Jordan? At least 75%.
I think you're over
70?
Maybe 50.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that just don't have access to any
out
sort
of that
media.
50%, how many actually watch basketball?
Oh, yeah. Very little.
10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
10%.
10 people.
10 people.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? I feel like Conor is definitely that for MMA.
The only thing that it sort of doesn't annoy me, I don't know, I find it kind of humorous, is like, Max has done so much for the sport. Everyone likes him. He's such a good guy. Like any other time, people, besides Volk, everyone would be behind him. And then Conor comes back, who's objectively not a very good person. And everyone just jumps back on the train of Conor McGregor. And while Max has been there giving us fucking bangers for years and years.
Do you know what it is with Conor? It's like you're expecting him to shock the world again.
Yeah, 37 years old after 5 years old.
And it's not like, realistically, it's already happened. So this is like past tense. Because we were there for the start, that's our proper generation of fighter.
Well, you got to remember, Aldo was my favourite fighter when Conor knocked him out.
That would have sucked.
It wasn't good.
Miles was like inconsolable.
I was going to say, because I remember Miles posted something, I think, and that's how I found out about Jose Aldo. And that was 15, 16 years ago. I don't know. It was something insane.
See, I wasn't on the MMA because Jose, was it Strikeforce?
No,
or
it was the WEC.
WEC.
The light classes, yeah.
WEC, when they all merged over. I wasn't an MMA fan when WEC was a thing. I wasn't like a diehard MMA fan. So I had to go back and rewatch those fights. Like Dominic Cruz Uriah was in WEC.
Yeah, where Uriah won.
And was Aldo Uriah in WEC, or was that UFC? When he fucked up his leg?
WEC. Yeah. Yeah, there's some banger fights over there in the WEC, though. They had some good guys.
How did you used to have to watch them?
The first time I started watching UFC, I used to have to go to Blockbuster and hire the DVDs, and it would be like 3 months after the event.
Frank Mir.
I reckon one of the first ones I ever watched might have been like Frank Mir breaking Tim Sylvia's arm, or it was around there. But Andrei Arlovsky had the belt around then as well. I remember he had the fight with like Paul Buntello, where the camera angle you couldn't see it. Buntello threw a jabber across, and Arlovsky sort of ducked and hit him with an overhand. But the way the camera was, it just looked like old mate had just face planted. And you watch it back through, and the guy's just fucking been face planted.
Do you know I'm still dirty on the UFC for not giving Arlovsky a fucking farewell package video?
Yeah, I know. It is ridiculous. That guy did so much for the sport. He was around forever.
But then if you're a newer fan and you're not like, if you're like, not a casual, but if you're a newer modern age fan and you just thought this was this old guy retiring, you'd never know. Like, you'd never fucking know.
Nah, you wouldn't. And he was fuck, man, that guy was an animal. He had the fang teeth, mouth guard and shit back in the day. He was a weapon. Scary guy.
But like you said, there's too much content and it's too big an enterprise now for me as like a father with a job to like keep up with everything. It's just outgrown me as like a whole thing. There shouldn't be more than 10 fights on a card. Like tomorrow we have to sacrifice 7 hours of our life.
I know, it is getting a bit ridiculous. I mean, like you said, it's a Conor card. We had the White House card and that was 7 fights, but maybe they're making up for a couple of those that they didn't get to fit in the last one.
He's already done the biggest gate for this in the T-Mobile Arena history.
You got to take inflation into account.
What is the gate? Is that ticket sales?
Yeah, that's like ticket sales. I'm fairly certain, but yeah, you can't. Like 10 years ago, when he was selling out Madison Square Garden, tickets were probably half the price.
Do you know what's another one? People shit on him all the time. Obviously, I can understand why. But I feel like the day Dana White retires will be a sad day for me personally.
No, I agree.
I find him like whether you like him or not for his bad moments and his not bad moments, he doesn't control fighter pay and shit. It's bigger than his pay grade. He just puts on the fight and he's the face of the promotion. He makes things so much more interesting.
100%. He's got the personality to be able to deal with like the most unstable employees you could probably get.
Yeah, and I personally think Dana White's the greatest promoter that's ever lived.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can't disagree with that. He puts on the fights people want to see. I mean, sometimes the UFC does the fucking bullshit of, money fights and matching up things that they sort of want to see it go
it's
down
the
that
corporate
path.
market
They
now,
have
though.
to.
It's a corporate market now.
100%, but they still give you, they'll put two contenders against each other on the way to the top. They don't pat them and let them fight for the belt later. They'll let them fight it out early.
Yeah, like, do you know how many promotions would have had that Wellmaker or something just fight cans?
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wellmaker's a perfect example.
Boxing's a perfect example.
But, like, that kid is so talented. You could have padded him up, picked the right fights, and they could have worked him all the way to a title shot eventually. But the UFC, I think it's just we're going to see the best of the UFC, like in my son's era, because just people are so good now.
And they're doing MMA from the beginning. No one did. Like, there was MMA, sorry, I lied, but it was so hard to come by, like, you didn't know. Like, Kim Robinson was the only one I know of doing it in Adelaide back when I started doing Muay Thai.
Shout out Kim, the scariest man that's ever
He's
lived.
been around forever, man, and he's the only MMA gym that I know of. And even like these weird MMA fight shows that they used to have around the place, like no one ever used to hear of them. It was just Muay Thai. It was Knees of Fury. It was the odd John Leandara show, and I'm sure Jiu-Jitsu was around, but it wasn't around like it is now either.
Did you listen to that podcast I sent you, Diary of a CEO with Dustin Poirier? It gave me so much closure because, like, he's like, I just had a bad day, dude. Like, I'm not fucking... Do you know what I mean? Because you even said that. You're like, everyone has their fucking days, rah, 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 and it's good, but he has a fucking rough story. His dad's homeless right now. It made me feel terrible.
Oh, shit. Yeah, look, he's always been a good guy, and, like...
He won me over his last 3 fights, bro. Like, I was never like a Dustin fan. I know you were. Dale loves him. Everyone loves Dustin. I didn't hate him, but like I never felt like a connection to him. Last few fights, bro, just amazing. Like that Islam fight won me over so hard.
Yeah, that was good. When he fought Khabib, I got up at like, I think I drunk the night before, and I got up at like 4 a.m. to watch the fight. And then when he lost, I pretty much started crying because I just could feel like I've lost fights, and it's like it's you can see that it's so like sad for someone. And I was like, I could relate to the fact that like you give everything to it and you just sort of still come up short. And I've always been a big fan of his, and he's always wore his heart on his sleeve. And I think for how tough he is, it's sort of good for the community to have guys that like aren't afraid to sort of be a little bit more open about that shit, because no one's, they're all fucking dealing with shit. They're fighters for a reason. Like, everyone's sort of a bit fucked up.
Well, even talking to, like, obviously I have, like, a really good privilege now of knowing personally, like, maybe 3 or 4 promoters in the MMA Jiu-Jitsu space, and seeing what they have to go through on an amateur level dealing with you cunts.
Personalities, man.
Yous are all, respectfully, the most fragile, and you're at a heightened state because you're cutting weight.
Exactly.
You're terrified that you have to step into, whether you like to admit it or not, you all got that thing in your head of, have I prepared enough? Yeah. You're scared. And then this person's got to tell you got to do a blood test or you can't fight. They don't want to do that. You got another issue, your girlfriend broke up, and the promoter's copping all this shit. Mm-hmm. And then they got to go, Dana White has to go to a fucking press conference, and someone's got to say, what do you think about John Jones running over a pregnant bitch? Do you know? Shut up.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is, look, it's managing personalities. It's any sort of management. Like, you're in that role of dealing with people and trying to get them to a common goal. And it's, their path there doesn't always look the way of the promoters.
It's just a very funny thing for people that aren't involved in, like, fight culture and they've never interacted with, like, legitimate professional fighters or murderers before. You would never know that they're, like, the most... I don't want to say fragile. They're the most, like...
I'll say they're emotional, but it's not... They're emotional that they're, like, weeping and shit. They're like
No,
they just
different,
have strong
yeah.
emotions and they
Reactive.
in certain ways. Yeah.
Like you wouldn't pick it. But a lot of them are like, but at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is if you end up in like a really top 1% echelon of fighters, it's not a normal way to make a living, bro.
Not at all.
Like, we see it, I'm desensitized to it, but when you actually get to the meat and bones that these people basically starve themselves to get down to a weight, they all have like these inner demons that they're fucking running from, and they're willing to get into a cage and make an agreement that I'm going to try and fucking kill you and you're going to try and kill me. Because at the end of the day, that's what they're going to do. No one understands that the ref is the only thing stopping that person from dying. Especially when you're fighting for millions of dollars. You are trying to kill that man and they're trying to kill you. It's such a weird thing that heaps of people think they possess that, but they don't.
Have we spoke about this before, that I said there's different sorts of fighters? Like there's competitors.
Michael Chandler, TJ Dillashaw, they're supreme 1%, top 1% athletes. Michael Chandler, great fighter, scrapper, fun fights. You can look at him and you can tell he's an A1 athlete. He'd be good at anything. But then you got the dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's people who just really want to hurt you and fight you. There's people who just want to beat you. And
Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, there's a different array. And there's some that just are going to win and they're happy to win, and some that aren't going to be happy until you're unconscious or you're not breathing.
And at the end of the day, a lot of fighting, my perception of it is some of it, not a lot of it, but a percentage of it comes down to who's willing to do more. Like, who's willing to go further.
Yeah.
Like, I know for a fact when I look in, say, Jack Spacey's eyes, he's willing, much like you, like, he's willing to do way more than I am.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, I'm a coward. I think I'm not. But do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know.
Subconsciously,
but that's what fighting does to you. You can learn whether, you can tap into that and figure out whether you are who you think you are or whether you can overcome it.
I remember I had on, shout out Jimmy Bang Bang. He is one of the owners of Element. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to him the other day. He's a fucking legend. I love him. And he goes, Kim Robinson is the reason I don't get into road altercations anymore. Because look at him. Like, looks so normal. Just beeping your horn. He's had a bad day. He pulls over. He gets out. He doesn't look heaps threatening. He just looks like a fit older dude.
He ain't scared, though.
To the point where it's like to your detriment. Like, you're just fucked. And that's another interesting thing about fighters. You'll find most of them are so calm and so nice. Just because they're so confident
until
that you're...
they're not.
Yeah, until they're not. Like, I remember, I've told this story 100 times. I saw Gary Williams after a show one night. This was ages ago. I was at the Warradale, and I saw Gary Williams. And I was with Reese and shit, and I was like, that's Gary Williams. They're like, we don't know who that is. And I was like, he's a family man. That cunt is a murderer. Mm-hmm. Like a murderer. Same as Josh Braithwaite.
One of the best, yeah.
Same as you.
Yeah, well, all of those guys were fucking around at the same time as me. A lot better than I was, but
if respectfully... If you and all of us got into a scrap in town, people probably would be more inclined to fuck with you because you're so clean cut and you're calm.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It does happen, yeah.
And you don't look like a fucking wog criminal. And then they'd go and then you'd head kick them into oblivion. Do you reckon you got one more in you?
Nah. No, I don't need another one.
Not even a camp? Can I get one?
Nah, I'd like to go maybe do a bit of time in Thailand or something for a bit of fun and, just spend a bit of lifestyle over there again because I did it in my early 20s. But, look, I just enjoy just staying with it now and learning new skills. Jiu-jitsu's been fun. As much as it's been a detriment to my body, I still enjoy being part of that community. I think I'm... part of a pretty special gym, so it's good to just be there and see it happen. I had my time in the sun and now I get to see them sort of enjoy theirs, so just being around it and learn new shit, it's good, man.
The jiu-jitsu community is interesting because I just kind of got thrusted into it, obviously, because my friends and stuff. Yeah. But it's just, it's way too cliquey and way too politics heavy for me. I find jiu-jitsu, to me personally, same as politics, I've kind of cut it out of my algorithm because it just fucking annoys me.
Everything's like that, though. Everything's a bit of a cult, really, isn't it? Like, you got high rocks, you got CrossFit, you got jiu-jitsu, you got striking.
I think if you make anything your whole personality,
Agree.
you're a fucking idiot.
Agree.
If you make anything, if you make just smoking weed all day your personality, you're a dickhead. Unless you're in the top 1% of that thing and you're like exceptional at it and it's your whole life and you obsess over it. If you just join, like, High Rocks is a perfect thing, bro. CrossFit. When High Rocks is the new one, isn't it?
It's so gay.
Isn't Theron do it?
No, fuck no. No.
Really? I thought you did High Rocks.
Nah, she does CrossFit. Sort of CrossFit-ish.
Isn't it the same thing?
No, not really. High Rocks is a, like, set out. You run a kilometre, then you do fucking wall balls, and then you run a kilometre, and then you do a sled push, and you run a kilometre, and you do something. I don't know.
Didn't you go to school with James Newbury?
Yeah.
He's a CrossFitter, isn't he?
He was. I think he's a High Roxer now.
Jump on the train.
Hopefully he gets back to something a bit more meaningful.
I don't know if this is true. I heard a rumour about him. This is years ago when... Because he was Australia's fittest man or the world's fittest man.
Australia's, I think. Yeah, he was.
Insane physique. I don't know what his stack is, but a lot of it is genetics. Like, he's been like that since high school. Ever since I've known... Even his brother and
yeah,
shit.
they both... I went to school with them.
Just athletes. A1 athletes, always ripped as fuck.
They were like state rugby players all through high school.
Just those cunts that are good at everything.
Yeah.
Very, very athletically talented. Mm-hmm. I heard a rumour, I'm not sure, I don't want to speak on this, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I heard he tried out for, what's the circuit that's heaps popular? They got like all the obstacle courses. It's a fitness thing.
Like True Grit or something like that?
Nah, it's on TV. It's like
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us that ashtray.
I heard he did that, aced it, but he didn't have sad enough story for TV.
Oh, okay.
Which makes sense.
It makes sense. Look, maybe if he could dull his personality and get on Love Island or something, maybe.
It's a weird thing, the fitness. I've been thinking about it so much lately, to the point it's like annoying me.
It's a weird, I don't love it. The fitness industry is a lot of
Nah, it's more like I'm at the point now. Obviously, you're fit and you're like pretty.
Allegedly.
But you got a good ratio going. You know what I mean? Your body's like, you're always like working on yourself, but you also get fucking a bit. You do both. But lately, the last year, I've been so contemplating quitting drinking.
Yeah, to be fair, how old are you now?
32.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about it for probably the last 4 years as well. I think about it all the time, but I've scaled it back significantly probably since my early 30s to now. Whereas like I didn't drink all week, and then I come down here and have a couple of beers with you. If I'm doing something, I'll do something, but usually I just work, 6 days a week. I don't drink very often. I don't drink during the week.
So this is the thing. I won't drink during the week at all. But when I do drink with the boys, I just drink.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't get the next day hangover because my next day is so good because Zara's dope because she'll just do everything. So I don't actually have to do anything. So I actually am hungover and it does put out my whole day, but I don't realise it. Mm-hmm. But the last year especially, ever since I started smoking weed again, whenever I smoke weed, like whenever I take those edibles and shit, I just get this thing in my head. I'm like, you need to quit. You need to quit. Like, because I can't go out and have one. You know what I mean? You can.
I'm getting better. I'm for sure better than I ever used to be.
Well, you can go home at 12.
Yeah, it's because the problem is the hangovers start to become 2 days as you get a bit older. And it's like, I want to be able to do shit on a Monday. And I don't want to feel sad on a Monday. I don't want to feel shit on a Monday. So it's like, if I'm out till 4 a.m., 5 a.m., by Monday, I'm still struggling. So I can't really get on with my life till Tuesday. And even then, you're still flat. So
I've been the same after Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. That was pretty low key.
Wasn't that bad.
If I outworked you guys, that's a problem.
Old mate's fucking still hurting.
Yeah, I know. We've lost Tony.
Lost a friend. We lost Big Tony. He's never been found. Can we pause this for a sec? Just hit the pause button. I just need to take a piss. Yeah, it's a funny thing. With drinking, it's just the ultimate. Like, it's the greatest thing ever.
I like having a beer. Don't you?
But in certain situations with the boys, if I ever quit drinking, I would miss certain things about it. I would miss having a cigarette and a beer, and I would miss that second and third beer at the pub with the boys. Mm-hmm. It's just, and then I see people making sobriety their whole thing.
Yeah.
I will never ever shit on one of my friends if they're like, I have to quit drinking. Mm-hmm. Like, if you came up to me and you were like, I genuinely have to quit drinking, I would never ever put pressure on you to drink again.
No, I agree.
When you try and monetize it,
yeah,
it's a much like the charity thing, bro. It's just so much is monetizable now that it's taken. It's like when people say they love each other now. It's just such an overused word. Do you truly love each other? You met each other for 2 months. Met each other on Tinder.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's that whole I was a former drug addict and all this stuff. It just doesn't, like, I don't know why you're taking advice off these people. Like, it's great you got your life together, but now you're just a normal person. So now I have to listen to you because you were a drug addict. Like, they're not doing anything special now.
This drug addict thing,
because they go to the gym 5 days a week and they eat well and they're on test and they're a do-redder. Like, it's bullshit.
The whole fitness industry is fucked.
It's fucked.
It's fucked.
They all have beef now about technique and, they're all, one dude will do a video and then someone will react to it and they'll be like, actually. It's like, shut the fuck up, nerd.
Well, I signed up at Riderwear and I went with Jimmy.
Yeah, how's that going, man?
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm aware.
But with Jimmy's like my first person I've gone to the gym with. He's genuinely a gym rat. He loves the culture. He treats a gym as you would have, or when I was training, I would have treated like M16, or you would have. Do you know what I mean?
He's disciplined.
But that's his crowd.
Yeah.
Like it's you know what I mean?
Yeah,
whereas the best thing about going to a fight gym is seeing the crew, bro.
100%.
Like, that is the best thing. It's the banter. It's the camaraderie. Jimmy is the first person that I've been to a weightlifting gym with where that's his thing.
Yeah.
And I went there and he likes to take his time. He enjoys it. He talks to people, rah, rah, rah. And it was so busy. And there's people posing everywhere. I was like, this is wild. Like, it's just a different...
Yeah.
It's a different, subculture that I'm not introduced to.
It can be a really good culture.
There's nothing wrong with getting fit. Let me just preface that. There's nothing wrong with you and getting fit. I'm just saying everything now is so monetizable that there's nothing genuine. Like, I follow a few genuine cunts. Like, I'm mates with that Rambo dude that you showed me now.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious.
He's a legend. Great. He smokes weed, doesn't do gear, does it the right way. It's like I went through a phase where I'm like, I want to blast peptides. And Luke's the first one. He's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Because it's a cheat.
You can't get discipline out of it.
No, but you know why I was using it, because it's a cheat.
Yeah, well, it is, but it doesn't change. If you don't have good habits, it's not going to make your habits better. So you got to fix that and then be going for a little bit and go, I'm not seeing what I want to see. Now let's do something else.
And I'm taking advice from people with 40,000 followers and a fucking, you don't know what peptides do. Do you know what I mean? They don't know. Apparently, they're not terrible for you, so I won't say anything because I don't know.
Well, I was just Ozempic has now been tied to thyroid cancer.
Yeah, and they just got rid of the...
fucking bad.
Which jab did they get rid of? Was it the AstraZeneca?
I'm not sure.
They discontinued it because it's dangerous.
Cool.
One of the major ones.
Okay.
Even my parents now, bro, that's how you know the government fully fucked themselves. The last 6 years... they fully fucked themselves because people that used to believe in the government system, like my parents that are older, and they used to take the government's word on everything and Channel 9, even they're like, we wish we didn't do the jab now.
Everyone sort of does. It's not, look, it's one of those subjects now that I don't, I try to not get into it too much, but it makes you a little bit angry, but
it's over.
I think people forget the way they treated some people at that time, and I think it's important probably for them to sort of come to terms with that and admit it and realise that they sort of did get played and to not ever let it happen again. But, it's harder, they always say it's harder to convince someone they were fooled than it is to fool them. So.
It's interesting too, because now that I'm older, I genuinely... if I have a strong stance on something on social media and you see me make a reel, it's so forced. because I just don't have it in me anymore to be angry that other people don't believe what I believe anymore.
You're over it. Yeah.
Like when COVID happened, I was like, I can't believe these people. Like they're all fucking idiots. But now I get it. Like I get it. Like everyone, we might be wrong.
Maybe.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like we don't know. Like no one knows shit.
Well, we do because we've been shown a lot of objective evidence now, so we kind of do know. It's all come out as true. I mean, look at what Tulsi released on the last day in her role. She pretty much showed that it was all a lie.
Do you know that Rupert Lowe cunt that Joe Rogan just had on?
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of it. Yeah, he left the Reform Party, I think, because Reform got a little bit less.
He's from the UK.
So
I was just going to ask, just before you get into it, I'm not familiar with him, but I noticed in his comments section lately, the last month, people have been hammering him to get on Rupert Lowe, and I don't know who it is.
Yeah, so he was with Reform, which is like the right-wing party, the anti-immigration. Yeah, so
the One Nation in comparison.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Very much, maybe even a little bit more extreme than that. They're talking about like mass deportation straight off the bat. But
they need it.
But Nigel Farage loosened up on that a little bit, and now it's come out that he's took payments from someone. I'm not really super read up on it, but Rupert Lowe left and created his own party because he wasn't liking that Reform was sort of backpedaling on a little bit of their policy.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether he goes back, but I've got a friend from England, and he is hoping that Rupert Lowe is the one who gets in.
I just go back and forth on England's fucked. Like, genuinely.
It's pretty bad. The rape gangs thing was
but the thing is, so I don't... With immigration, obviously my parents are immigrants. My family are all immigrants. They assimilated, you're going to hear this everywhere, England is like turning into a third world country in real time. Like they've lost all of their heritage, all their culture, You'll never see this happen in Japan or China.
No, you won't. I mean, China's doing some pretty wild things.
Didn't Japan ban, I don't know if this is true, didn't Japan ban public praying?
Yeah, they've also banned a few. I think they've got no cemeteries for them to be buried at and things as well. They said they've got to be sent home. China's obviously turned mosques into like nightclubs and public toilets, and they've always been pretty aggressively. I mean, they were like genociding the Uyghur people. So
yeah, we said that we weren't going to. I don't want to get too deep into politics because I truly believe the biggest problem with all this shit is we're not meant to know about it.
Well, the other thing is they don't need two sort of semi-privileged guys. You know, we've got a pretty good life talking shit about.
Well, everyone shits on Australia. How many times a month do we look at each other and say, fuck Australia, fuck this, fuck that? Oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely don't like a lot of things that's going on in this country, but we still love our country. So
I think in Adelaide we're good.
We're pretty good. Yeah.
I think we're doing good here.
Yeah.
I think we're doing good. Melbourne's fucked. Sydney's fucked.
Melbourne's having a tough time. But yeah, it's... Speaking of Australian cities, we got Robert Whittaker tomorrow to get out of this politics.
Light heavyweight.
First fight of light heavyweight. I'm pretty keen. I love Bobby Knuckles.
With that fight, I said if he can get on his bike and use his speed, I don't think he's going to have much problems unless he gets bailed up and cracked really hard. Because I think
he's pretty stiff, man. He's pretty rigid. Like he doesn't.
But Bobby's not. He's by no means a natural light heavyweight.
No, he was welterweight in Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, like he's on the very smaller
thick
side.
Middleweight, but he's short.
But do you know what we've seen with Alex Pereira? Alex Pereira sacrificed too much of his speed to gain power, and it fucked him. Mm-hmm. Because if he stayed around 220. 215, if he got to that and was comfortable,
I agree with that,
and he could use his speed, I think he got so lost in trying to be a heavyweight with having that extra 10-15 kilo punch power. I truly believe speed's obviously the biggest killer. He should have just come
in natural weight, not really change much.
Because Cyril's not the fastest dude. He's four.
He's quick for a heavyweight, but not quick for what Alex is used to at middleweight and light heavyweight.
He's not as crafty as Izzy.
Not by any
prime. We're going prime now. Yeah. What do you reckon about Izzy moving?
It's interesting, isn't it?
It feels like he thinks he's got more fights.
Yeah, and I'm sure he does. It's sad for him because he's been there forever. You know, he was training out of that gym when he was coming to Adelaide to fight kickboxing. So,
Well, we were talking about it in the group chat. If you're signing up to another gym now, I don't believe in one camp it can alter anything after training somewhere so long. It'd be so hard to break habits.
breaking, yeah, for sure. But even game plan and like
Different bodies.
They might even have different methods of using your talents. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they can use your weapons in a different way than what Eugene maybe can. And I think Eugene's a pretty good coach.
Well, sometimes it just comes to an end of the road. It's like, I can't teach you anything more.
100%.
You've exhausted all of the bodies at the gym. Because that's another thing. When you're at a gym and you're sparring the same 50 people over a year span, you know their ticks. You know
they're also all getting along now in their career.
Yeah.
Besides Allberg, obviously, but he's fucked. And apparently him and Izzy don't like each other.
Well, CKB had their golden era for a while.
But that's what I mean. Dan Hooker's moving on a little bit now. Izzy's moving on a little bit now. Like, they're sort of been around together. Who else do they have out there with them that was...
Kai Kara-France.
Kai Kara, I mean, he's
a different weight class, can't they? Had
but, you know,
Brando.
but they're all sort of like getting to the later stages of their career now that like maybe they do need something else. Like you said, maybe they do need to see a little bit different. And maybe they need a coach who can work around the fact that they're moving a little bit on with their career and game plan around that.
Did you know that Trent and Jack are opening up a gym?
Yeah, I think you told me, which is cool.
I think it's public now. If it's not, I'm sorry, boys. But it's going to be so good in Woodcroft. That gym, bro, that's going to be... I'm very interested to see what kind of... that I feel like those two boys have a very old school mentality on fighting.
They do,
but with
I think
modern twists.
Trent's already got his sort of PT business, so he can manage the personality type of like dealing with people that are not there for the fight aspect of it, I guess, that are there for, you know, to be a part of the gym and to learn and things like that, where it will, with the people who want to be there for that, they're going to get what they want as well, because those boys have got that part of them.
Do you think that really hard sparring is needed in certain times?
Sometimes, yes. Yeah. You have to know that you can take the
If you're
hits.
fighting, not if you're going in for like casual fitness requirements
no.
or you just want to learn more about the sport or get fit.
If you just want to do a bit of sparring for fun and you're respectful and you spar at a good level, there's no reason why anyone should ever spar any harder unless you want to do it. But for fighting, yeah, you might need to have one or two during your fight camp.
Do you ever
earlier
train
on.
at? Did you ever train at Rikers ever?
No.
No. Are they a fairly new gym? I don't know much about Rikers.
To me, they were newer, but they've been around for ages now. But they were newer in the game when I was active.
I
sure.
imagine I would have
Because
loved to.
Jeremy was at Flinders
Oh,
for
really?
a long time with Kim.
I'm going to do another pod with Matty soon.
Oh, sick.
He's I want to message him. He is literally still to this day one of the most intriguing fighters I've ever
Such a
talked
smart
to.
guy, right?
And he's probably the most slept-on striker in Australian history. He's just so clean. He's like when you watch Liam Harrison or hit pads. Matty's the same. Everything is with intent, and it's so sharp. There's no sloppiness.
Yeah.
His elbow's on a fucking perfect level. Like, there's no sloppiness in his shit. He's a technician. It's just beautiful to watch.
Absolutely. And
It's
he
like
brought-
watching Roofy.
And he brought weapons from another sport over to kickboxing and Muay Thai and was
Yeah.
able to like implement them so well into
Yeah.
that game that they just were like fucking people up, man. How many spinning back kicks did he fucking land?
I would love to see him and Jack. Jack's got the weirdest style ever. Another one. He's just got such an odd style. How do you prepare for that?
He's aggressive too,
But-
super in your face.
I remember when I trained with Jack, he holds his punches like he doesn't return his hand to his head straight away. He like uses it as a block to set up his neck.
Posture, yeah.
And it's weird because I dodged him for years. And when I sparred him, I heard the stories of like he doesn't miss. But you don't understand that until you spar someone that legitimately doesn't miss. Because everyone has this thing when you're starting out, when you're new to it, it's really hard not to blink. It's really hard. One of the hardest things is to like keep your eyes open and see what's happening. He could get a rock thrown at his eyes and he won't blink. And he's looking at his next shot, and whenever he throws, you know he's going to fucking hit you, and it scares you. And then you get that in your head, and
And then it makes it worse.
It's just a cascade of shit.
Yeah.
And like much like Alex Pereira or Tony Ferguson and shit, he's just got sharp bones. Mm-hmm. Like his shit hurts you more. It's like prime Tony Ferguson. If you kicked him and he checked it, it would definitely hurt you more.
Or Yoel.
Yeah, or Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
Perfect example. It's just their bodies are built different to ours.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember your first interaction where you were like, okay, this man is like a different thing to me?
No, I don't think I ever fought anyone that was like that bad where I was like, all right, this person fucking hates me or something.
Or no, like you were in the gym and you were like, I'm not built the same as this person.
Oh, yeah, Gary Williams.
Gary?
Yeah, sparred Gary Williams, and it was just like...
I'd love to talk to
He's
Gary.
in front of me, and then he was off to the side of me, and every single strike he threw just hit me. And I was like, cool. This is the level. And I'd maybe had 5 or 6 fights at that point, so like I wasn't new.
Is he as bad a man as I remember? Or
He was so good, man. He was my favourite local fighter
murderer
to watch. He was awesome. Yeah, he was great.
What weight was he?
76.
He wasn't Jordan.
And
he was heavier than
then
Jordan.
he went up. Then he went up a lot. Like towards the end, I think he was like 86. I think he won like an amateur world title at sort of the high 80s or something as well.
I miss the golden age of Muay Thai in
The
Australia.
Knees of Fury, the Americans had come over.
Have you been to a Pride? Have you been to a Pride yet?
No, I don't think I have.
It's right next to your house.
No, Pride used to be down south for ages.
No,
It was
Carly's.
like Hallett Cove and stuff. Yeah, it was. It was down south for ages.
Oh, really?
It used to be, yeah.
She does it in like near Port Adelaide now.
Okay.
It's so good, bro.
Is that Findon?
It's in like a little warehouse. It's a bit rough,
okay.
but it's like it's just perfect. And I've said it 2 or 3 times in the recent pods. The most impressive promoter I've ever met. She just handles it so well because she's generational in the fight game. They know the fight game. That show is so good. People who've never been to local Muay Thai, the golden era of Muay Thai, bro, when there was like you fighting, Josh Braithwaite, Slawinski, Gary William, Jordan Fielding, Matty Steve. Do you know what I mean?
Kim Johnson.
Kim Johnson, Steve Behan.
Yeah, Stevie B, Lex.
I saw Steve for the first time in like 4 years at the M16 opening the other day, and he just looks like a normal dude. He's a doctor right now, and like I just imagine him walking into that surgery and just no one knows. Just no one knows. He's fought Israel fucking Adesanya.
I know, dude. And he's huge too.
And no one told Kim. Like, they messaged Kim and they were like, we got this fighter, Israel, he's like pretty good. And Kim's like, yeah, Behan will fight him. And he was like, it was just incredible watching him. His Charles August fight?
So I think Gary was meant to fight him and Gary got injured and then Steve stepped in and fought him. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Yeah.
It's a tough ask. But not getting, I don't know, I think he got to the decision loss, which is impressive. Because
Very.
Charles August, whatever happened to him?
He was awesome too. He's a good guy as well. I trained with Charles a lot, like over the years.
Really? What
Yeah,
gym was he
yeah.
based out of?
He was at Fight Club, which is where we used to, like everyone used to go on a Friday night to Fight Club.
Is
and, like-
Charles South Australian based?
Yeah, man.
I thought he was Victorian.
No, he's South Australian. So then I've like gone to just been at the same gym as him. Like we trained at the same Derrimits for ages. Used to see each other in the mornings. He used to come out to Red Star and spar me when I was fighting at Red Star. Like I've always sort of been and seen Charles around the place. Yeah.
Is he still trained?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a couple of years now.
His fight with Izzy, bro. Crazy.
He had some awesome fights at Knees of Fury back at West Lakes and things as well. Like he was awesome.
My favourite knees, JB's last fight, it was at the Theberton Theatre. He fought someone and his teammate, like 2 fights before, his name was Kyle, got fucked up to the point like his nose is not the same forever. JB got knocked out in the first round on the ropes, but the ropes saved him and he come to and he got 10-8 of that round and he fought his way to a draw. But his jaw got broken that bad and then got an infection. It lasted like a year.
That might have been the dude from Young Lions, Tom Wilkinson.
Oh, I reckon it might have been.
Because he knocked out Josh Frew, who's one of my friends. And I think he fought Josh after that. I could be wrong. JB will be able to tell us, but I think that might have been that fight.
Josh Frew was my first fuck around and find out story at the gym.
That dude hits hard.
Had no idea who he was.
Yeah, he's a tax accountant and he looks like it.
Had no idea this dude just rolls in. Just thought I was a hero. He like gave me like probably in hindsight a 20% head kick in height, but to me it was 1,000, and I was like, I've never been hit that hard
Damn.
ever. Yeah, he fought JB, didn't he? He
Yeah.
leg chopped him out.
I think he knocked him out. Maybe he did leg kick
think
him.
he
I think
leg
he
kicked him
stopped him.
You've been leg kicked, chopped out before.
No. No, I did the chopping.
Would you
usually.
rather be leg chopped out or body shot?
Leg chopped.
Really?
Yeah. Body shots suck, man. They're the worst.
Nah, because of the repercussions of the next day.
Mate, well, they're just... Nah, the body shot's just like, you can't do anything about it. It doesn't matter how tough you are. Your body will just say no.
When's the last time you absorbed a proper leg kick?
It's been a while. Proper leg kick.
Well,
yeah,
your
a
leg's
while.
your thing. You're a TIE fighter, that had to be.
Yeah, a kicker and a knee are more for me. Elbows. It was never like a great...
What gym
boxer.
were you fighting out of when you were doing Thai again?
Red Star was probably my, like...
Was that a pretty modern or like full traditional Thai heavy
Nah,
place?
modern. They're more kickboxing. I went from my original gym, which was in Aldinga, which isn't around anymore. And I was a Muay Thai fighter, and I'd been to Thailand a little bit. And so I was... and my style was more clinch, knee, like that kind of fight style. So when I went to Red Star, I sort of learned how to box. I sort of learned how to move around a little bit more. So improved in the areas I probably wasn't strong in. And I was definitely a better fighter for it. So it was good.
But you obviously would kick heavy because you got a kick from fucking hell.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
like
have
to
done
box
4
now,
ounce
but-
Muay Thai if it was a thing?
Probably. I probably would have had a crack.
It's my favourite thing, bro. 4 ounce Muay Thai.
One championship got that right for sure.
4 ounce Muay Thai in a cage. Like Joe Rogan said it 100 times. I have no fucking idea.
No.
Do you know what it is? When you get people who love Muay Thai are going to hate it. It's the same as grappling. If you're watching traditional Muay Thai and they're going back and forth and they're clinching heavy, it's not desirable to look at.
You agree?
But if you like got kind of more modern styles where they're literally just fighting, because Muay
That's
Thai,
why K1 was so popular.
well, traditional Muay Thai, forgive, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It has heaps of like unwritten rules.
Yeah.
Like the last round scored heavier than,
Well, the last round's like not really scored.
but isn't one round scored heavier?
Yeah, the first two are sort of like a write-off, and then it's usually the third and fourth round. They try as hard as they can, then the fifth they sort of chill out. And if they know there's a winner, then they just... Like, if they know one's better than the other, they'll just sort of like go through the motions.
I still got to go on my K1 journey.
Oh, you do. K1 Max, man. That was like...
If you had to show someone a K1 fight to get them into that rabbit hole, what would the fight be?
Everyone would say Zambides and Shahid. You would have seen that
I've
one
seen
or heard
that
of it.
fight.
I would say Ardakashenko versus Masato.
Never heard of it.
Ardakashenko was my favourite kickboxer of all time. He
Would
was
you-
a Ukrainian kickboxer.
When I have my TV set up, would you like to watch them with me and react to
I'd
them
love
live?
to. I'd love to. They were those tournaments, man. They'd fight twice in one night at the end when they got the final four.
See, I've watched Badahari's fights. I've watched
Heavyweights were
Rico's.
good, but K1 Max was better. K1 Max was 71 kilos, so that's Borkow. That's like.
Were you there for Uberim?
Yeah, Uberim was doing heavyweight, but I wasn't a massive fan of heavyweights. Like I watched a bit here and there, but I was more in K1 Max. K1 Max was way more exciting because they just had. It seemed like they had endless gas tanks. They would do 3-minute rounds of non-stop
They were
fighting
there on EPO.
the whole time, man.
Do you know the thing with the one division in the UFC that I think the old legends could still be champs in is heavyweight?
Yeah, I agree. That's the only one for sure.
I think Prime Uberim is still competitive at heavyweight
Yeah,
today.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
I
Heavyweight's
think-
still pretty shallow,
I think Uberim beats Gunn.
probably.
I think Cain Velasquez beats Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, prime Cain Velasquez was a fucking problem, man.
Tell me a modern MMA heavyweight right now that beats Cain in his prime.
John, maybe, probably not though. Don't know,
Because I can tell you,
but not John now either. Yeah, no one really.
even Anderson Silva, that like I think he holds up well.
Yeah,
I think Anderson holds up pretty well.
The leg break was a big problem for him.
That's the thing about the Conor fight that I'm interested in. You said it to me, and I've ran with it. Like, if he trusts his legs, I give him from 10% to 25%. If he kicks and can, like, dictate some form of distance with those kicks...
Well,
I was watching his highlights, bro.
Remember
so
his, like,
kick
his
heavy.
spinning heel kick and things like that? He would use the spinning kick to bring you back to the left hand because you'd be scared of the spinning kick on the other side, so you'd start to move the way into his power hand. And that's why he's lost. He's lost that, and he'd dig that front foot up to the body as well on an orthodox fighter because it's right there for his southpaw, like that teep, that push kick to the solar plex. And he'd use that to drive you in that direction too, and then he'd unload the left hand. But he's sort of given up on those weapons.
He actually has, like, a very good IQ, fight IQ, which I never really thought about before. He has a great... Like, John Jones. John Jones has the greatest fight IQ of anyone that's ever existed.
Agree.
Of anyone. Ever. Like, he can do it on the fly. He does it well. He studies his opponent. He knows what he's doing. He's just literally on muscle memory the whole fight. He's a weapon. But... I think Conor has a really good fight IQ. I think I want to give him more of a chance.
It's hard when you're being flooded the way he's probably going to get flooded, though. Because Conor loves to storm the center and push you back. And if Max doesn't go back, Conor's game plan gets a little bit more
He's a
difficult
momentum
on
fighter.
the back foot.
He's a bully. He's the same as Topuria. So what he said about Topuria, I never, ever noticed it. He's so flat-footed.
Yeah.
But in my head, because you hear he's a great boxer and he knocks people out with his hand, you attribute boxing to cutting angles, great foot movement. But he's not. He's in front of you, and as soon as he starts walking back, he kind of gets flustered.
Well, I think also he's confident on the inside, so he can be flat-footed because if you close the distance, he's not scared to be in that pocket with you. And so he knows that he's got the advantage there as well. But what I said to you is Gaethje did really well. Is he kept making Ilya break his base. So it wasn't big, but he would just step his front foot back a little bit and then reset. And he'd reset. And he did it like over and over just from Justin feinting that uppercut because it landed a couple of times.
But this is the perfect example. Trevor Whitman won in that fight, bro.
Agree.
Like, Trevor Whitman legitimately won in that fight.
But he used Gaethje's tools.
Yeah.
Like he puppeted him almost because you couldn't do it without Gaethje having
But
those
Gaethje
certain
stuck
tools.
to it.
Yes.
Like, Gaethje stuck to it to a T. No matter what happened, he stuck to the game plan. I've never really thought heaps about... Obviously, coaches are important, but once you go in the cage, at the end of the day, it's up to you. Trevor Whitman on Joe Rogan was telling the game plan and shit. Justin won that fight literally because he followed... so imperative. Trevor Whitman was so imperative on that win. He wouldn't have won it with anyone else.
Yeah, I never used to know the role of a coach either. And then when I went to Red Star, Simon and I drilled this combo like over and over for a certain fight. And he's like, you'll get this, you'll get this. He's like, wait a little bit, give it to like the end of the first or into the second. He's like, you'll get it. And we drilled it, and I got end of the first round, landed the exact combo and knocked him out cold.
Is that the best feeling in the world?
And I was like, I'll never question anything you say again.
Is that the best feeling
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
world?
because you knew we drilled it. We drilled it out the back. We drilled it all through camp, and then you hit it, and you're like, fuck yeah. I think actually, sorry, it was in the second round.
See, imagine that. Imagine you're 24, 25, and you do that in 3 seconds against Jose Aldo. 13 seconds.
It's insane.
And imagine overnight you're basically the Michael Jordan of the sport. You're getting brands thrown at you, women thrown at you. You're not really a fucking party animal because you're a professional athlete, and you just get lost in the sauce. That's why I can't talk shit about Conor.
Well, how's the clip of him saying partying is like weakness for the soul or like damage for the soul or something like that early in his career? And he's like, I don't party because it invites weakness.
Well, he also said that Jose is going to lose because he has kids and a family. And
yeah, now look.
A
lot's changed, man. A lot's changed with Conor. He doesn't have the same motivations. He's not got the same
Would
drive.
you?
No, I agree. But Max has had the same motivation the whole way through. Nothing's changed with him.
They're just different people. Max fights for different reasons.
Agree.
I think Conor fights for legacy more. That Max fights because he's a fucking dog, bro. He's got a family to feed. He's a prize fighter.
I think Conor is fighting to still prove that he is who he used to be because he's struggling with the fact he's
Well, he
almost
said it's
40.
for himself.
Yeah.
Like you're the same. Like
Yeah,
when you ran, this year. You did it for your... Like, obviously, the charity was a big factor and you wanted to fucking hang out with Callie. But you said, I wanted to... I once again proved I am the man I think I am. And a lot of people are like that. Like,
But he might prove that without winning. You don't have to win to prove that he's still got that dog in him.
That's the thing. If he does a competitive fight and he goes out in the 4th or the 5th, or if he drags it to the decision, just as good as winning. Like, if he doesn't get absolutely
If it's
melted...
not a dog walk.
If he doesn't get dog walked...
Which
think
he's going to.
His stock's still fine. Then he fights Chandler, and I reckon he beats Chandler.
Oh, yeah. Chandler a couple of years ago and him would have been fun, but Chandler now is like, Connor will touch him and he'll go.
Well, it's the same. Like, they haven't had a good run, those Bellator, bro. Like, Aaron Pico, bro.
no.
I was so hot on Aaron.
I know.
Is he cut?
No, I don't think... Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
For people who don't know, by the way, we've been ripping packs.
Yeah.
How long has this hobby been going?
Oh, it's 30 years is this year of the hobby, but I've got back into it this year.
Don't you just wish you kept one from when you were a kid?
I've got some in my house somewhere. I don't know where they are, but I do have some. All right, cool.
So the other day I was talking to someone, this older head that delivers stuff to our shop, and we were talking about his daughter has an OG Nintendo 64 Mario that she's kept. She never played it. When she was a kid, she kept it in the box. It's sealed.
Jesus.
And I remember, this would have been like 6 or 7 years ago in Europe, someone sold one of them for like 600. I don't know if it was a special edition or whatnot.
Probably would be something like
But
that.
that was the first time I was like, if I just didn't play with those Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I know, dude.
If I just got into Magic the Gathering's a big one.
It's huge, dude. And Magic the Gathering has like big drops and things just like Pokemon. People love it.
Do you think the Pokemon thing's still here, or
Who knows? I think the problem is it's like millennials are the ones fueling this whole spike, and we've all got like
it's
money.
adults?
Everyone's
with
got
kids.
money now, so
Yeah,
and
it's children
evident,
with adult money.
It's evident with the way it's like it's difficult to get certain sets, and cards are quite expensive, and so it's definitely becoming an in thing again, and maybe it goes down. I sort of got that like bit of tism where I've got all.
You're also very like financially savvy, and you realise it's an investment.
Not even that, because the problem is I probably won't sell it because I don't have the heart to do it. So, I've got sneakers worth money. I've got like a lot of figurines, and my you've seen my gaming room. It's like it's just the ultimate like big kid room of all the shit I wish I had as a kid.
It's a weird thing collecting, because collectors go through phases. It's just like a habit that people have. I just don't obtain that habit. I'm not a collector. Like I purposely will throw things out after 3 years so I don't hoard them. Whereas like if you have a collector mindset and you get into collecting, it's just a very fascinating obsession.
Yeah, and it's just I enjoy it. It brings back like the sort of some of the childlike feeling of when you're a kid, and so I don't know. It's just fun. I don't want to really get out of doing shit that makes my inner child happy. It's fun.
Yeah, see, I think the spike of it all happened with like Logan Paul and shit.
Yeah, well, everyone attributes him to the reason why their hobby is quite expensive now.
Didn't he get done for like $1 million with fake cards?
Oh, possibly. I mean,
Did you see that video?
No, I did. It would be easy to happen though.
So he bought a box. I'm not going to say the card. He bought a box of Pokemon cards, and it was maybe like 50 packs or whatever.
Or like a box, a 36
But
box.
they cost him like $1 million, like a lot of money.
Oh, so he bought like a first edition or
Yeah.
like a... Oh, yeah.
And
okay.
he went to open them, and he opened them, and it was full of G.I. Joe dupes, like G.I. Joe cards. He got full fucked. I don't know if it was for content, but the reaction on him looked very serious.
It would happen. It happens all the time, man.
saying
Fake
that-
cards are so common.
I say $1 million, and it sounds like a lot to him.
To him, it's nothing.
To him,
I mean, I'm sure it's like $1,000
it would
to us.
sting.
Yeah.
It would sting. Like if I lost $2,000, I would be livid. Would
That's
it
what I
change
mean,
my
yeah.
life? It would, no.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was an inconvenience for him. But yeah, he opens this box and he got fucked. But I think he kind of started it, and now it's just taken off. I know people that are transferring crypto into fucking Pokemon.
I did some of that.
You did?
I bought a couple of cards just to sort of see what happens. I didn't get fully out, but I just sort of one investment to another, see what happens. Crypto's sort of not great at the moment, so...
It's just, what's the thing now? Like, what am I buying my child now that if he doesn't ruin it will be worth money.
Who knows?
Like, there's nothing, but there's no physical media anymore.
Because no one would have thought Pokemon cards would have done this back in the day.
But physical media is done.
That's true.
You don't own anything anymore.
It's getting more difficult.
Do you know when PS5's done with discs? No more discs.
And then Xbox doubled down on it.
No more discs. And then, but apparently if you look at the terms and conditions, because if, say, you buy a game, if that game, the maintenance goes down and they don't want to keep,
you don't own it anymore. Yeah,
you don't own it because you're leasing the title. You're not buying the game.
Yeah.
When you used to go to fucking EB Games for a launch at midnight and buy the game when a COD would come out or something, or a Uncharted or whatever it may have you be. You used to go there and you used to get the box. You used to get a pamphlet with all the directions.
You get a fucking
bit of
big
lore,
map, an action figure, a metal case, fucking
heaps more care, and you actually own the physical media of it. Kids, you literally, it's oversaid, but you will own nothing and you will be happy. Like, what can kids preserve now for future wealth? Nothing.
Yeah.
It's all from our era.
It is all from our... Well, 2 years ago, I bought a PlayStation. I specifically spent more money to get the one with the disc drive. Because I like owning the disc. I like having the case. Because that's another thing in my shelving with all my other shit that I collect. I've got all the game cases of everything I own. And through Xbox, I've got fucking everything because I had it for so long. So I wanted the same for PlayStation. I don't really like buying the online titles, but I've moved to PC now, and it's just... There is no physical PC.
I have such a deeply embedded toxic relationship with gaming at the moment. I really want to enjoy it again, but I don't know if the gaming industry has changed and I'm just not interested in the titles, or if I'm fucking unk.
It is a little bit of that too. I mean, first-person shooters...
Because when I see a game now, I'm like, this is shit.
It's all first-person shooters mostly, or extraction shooters now. They're the sort of the big thing.
Live service games.
Battle royales. But that's why when something like a GTA 6 is coming, people get so excited for it, because it's something... there's not that many games that are like that. That give you that feeling again of like when you were young and you get to immerse yourself in this sort of storyline, and it's such a big world and it keeps getting bigger. And
do you know what when did GTA 5 come out?
2013.
13? How many? That's 14 years ago? 13
years ago.
How old were we? I was 20. I was living, bro, in Hallett Cove when GTA... I played it on PS3.
I played San Andreas when I was 12.
That's why we're all fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why we're all fucked up.
Because I watched a video the other day of like the developing team now is just like overweight white women for Rockstar, which is why like all the DLCs for 5 were like kind of a bit gay. And
did you play Red Dead?
Yeah, I love it.
I only played a quarter of it, and I played it recently.
It's awesome.
Oh my God.
It's such a good game.
Like, oh my God.
Do you know what might be good too? I think it's coming out in the next year, the new Witcher. Because Witcher 3 is one of the best games actually, The Witcher 3 is the best game I've ever played.
My doormat's a Witcher doormat.
I saw that.
But I can't do RPGs.
It's the storyline of that game was insane, man.
It ruins my tism because I feel like if I get sidetracked, I'm not doing something else, and it's too...
That's the point of the game.
I can't do it. The same as did you ever get into like Soul-like games?
No. They're a bit too technical and like...
So you never played Elden Ring?
But they're linear.
Did you ever play Elden Ring?
No. But I don't like those sort of like... Because nothing changed. It's all pattern.
Did you play Elden Ring?
No, hell no.
Not your type of thing?
My 65-year-old father's finished it.
Yeah, right.
But it's all the same. Like, if you fail, the exact same sequence of movements happens the whole time. So it's like you start to learn the pattern, and that's how you get better at it.
Did you have a PlayStation when like The Last of Us came out?
Yeah, so The Last of Us 1 I played, yeah.
Not 2.
No.
People shit on it. I still think that's my favourite gaming series ever besides God of War.
Okay, interesting.
Do you play God of War?
A little bit, some of it, yeah.
The new
not
ones?
all of them. No, but they're good. I mean, they won Game of the Year.
God of War 2018, I believe it was, the first of the new iteration of God of War, is genuinely one of the best pieces of media I've ever witnessed.
Didn't God of War get Game of the Year
twice? The
Red
remaster
Dead came out.
I think the remaster got Game of the Year as well, bro.
I think it did it when Red Dead came out. I think it beat Red Dead for the Game of the Year.
That game, it's weird. I was trying to explain this to Zara because Zara's like, she just doesn't understand it. Wasn't around games. She comes from pretty much an old woman household. And we watched The Last of Us, and I was like, the game's better. And she's like, impossible. And I was making her watch it, and she's like, what the fuck? God of War, you know when a game physically makes you want to break your fucking controller? Last of Us is the only game to ever do that to me.
Okay. I think The Witcher 3 is, that one's probably a good one. You should probably
Is it story focused, though?
The story is very good, though. Like, you want to see what happens. Like, there's a lot of... Catherine used to watch me play it.
Did you watch the show?
She liked the story. Yeah, the show was good.
They fucked it so hard,
They
bro.
have fucked it.
When they got rid of, in the first season.
No, he did 3 seasons? 2 seasons? 3 seasons?
Yeah, but he hated it because he's a big fan of the lore of the fucking show.
Yeah, and it started to deviate too much from what was happening. Did you ever play Cyberpunk?
No, because I got it on release and it was terrible.
Oh, I didn't find it as bad as what people said it was. I didn't have as many issues as what everyone else said.
No, because it was one of the first examples on a studio way over promising.
Yeah,
and
they should have just delayed it.
They put out a half-baked game. Like,
but if you play it again down the track, like when the DLC came out, I went back to it and it was awesome.
Apparently, it's a top 5 game now.
It's great.
Insane.
It's so fun. The anime is amazing.
A lot of people have The Witcher as the greatest game of all time. The Witcher 3.
That and Fallout 4 are my 2 favourite games of all time. Fallout 4 was so fun. The story was awesome. When you find out your kid's a 75-year-old man, it's fucking insane. It's so fun.
Is Fallout 4 New Vegas?
No, New Vegas is like 3 Yeah, 3.
It's just not my... it's too much to do and I get frazzled. I like a linear experience or a competitive shooter.
Yeah, see, I like to immerse and just get lost and do random shit. Because that's like, that's how you should. You get immersed in the game. You sort of like take on, just do whatever you want.
You're in a pretty unique position, though, because you're an adult still with time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, when I get home, if I want to play a game, I maybe have 2 hours and I don't want to, like, fuck around. That's why I enjoy, like, the next call, like, now that Black Ops 1 and 2 is re-released, as soon as the UFC's over tomorrow, I'm downloading Black Ops 2. And I'll fucking... That's my shit. You've seen me on...
Yeah.
They're my games.
Yeah. I've been playing heaps of Warzone lately and that's been fucking fun.
I got on the Fortnite train, like, really hard with Battle Royales. And it was fun. Like, whoever says Fortnite wasn't fun, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
It's just, they say it's not fun because they were shit.
It's also, like, gaming's situational. Like, you can go on a game that's terrible, and if you're in Discord, Jimmy's in Discord.
With the boys, yeah.
It's fun. That painting game you're playing now.
That's so fun.
They're my kind of games I enjoy. What's the game called?
Mecha Chameleon.
Have you seen that shit? Bro, some people go on there and they can actually draw really well.
Oh, yeah. And if you got time, you can put effort into it. Like, if you've only got 1 or 2 minutes, you've got to sort of just do the best you can with it. But if people set it for, like, 5-minute time, you can really have a bit of fun, have a bit of creation.
So you can have up to 5 minutes.
You can set your server to whatever you want. It's all, like, server-based. So people just create them and then they'll set the way they play the game.
I just have this thing with gaming where I don't know if I'm just too old. I just don't know.
Well, I'm older than you, and I'm fine.
And you still love it.
Love it.
But you love the community of it because you're always on Discord. Kingy explained it to me. He's like, if I didn't have Discord chats, I wouldn't really game.
Yeah, because you're just hanging out with your mates.
Yeah. I was never a computer person, though. I was always, like, solo player. I used to play... The most I ever used to play with people was when Transit came out on Black Ops 2.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Because I was barred from the CBD.
Oh, okay. Why?
I got arrested. Don't you know?
No.
I was barred from the Adelaide CBD for a while.
Nick was for a while too, or Matty Russ was, one of the two.
I went to Marble Bar on a fucking Thursday after work. I was like 19. Gone to Marble Bar, knew all the bouncers, was hell comfortable there. It was like the Vic to me. I used to go there every Thursday. Went there, I ordered 6 vodka sodas. I'll never fucking forget it. Ordered 6 vodka sodas and I was waiting for my mates to come. Get there, sniffer dog comes up, literally just left work. This German Shepherd comes up, sniffs me, walks away, because I genuinely had nothing on me. Comes back and jumps on me as if it wants to play. I'm a dog guy.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not massive, so this German Shepherd, when it jumped on me, is literally up to my shoulders.
Yeah.
I've gone like this. Oh, all good, buddy. And I pushed him off like you would gently push off a dog that jumps on you. As soon as I did that, police officer
Assaulting an officer.
grabs my hair, bro, smashes my nose on the bar.
Jesus.
I've turned around and just swung, and I've accidentally cracked this officer.
Oh, no.
They've dragged me to the paddy wagon, and they're all out, and they're like, "You're a dog basher." And I was like, "I didn't hit the dog. What are you talking about?" Put me in the paddy wagon, put me in the broom. I'm in the holding cell for like 4 hours. I work in the city as well, and they've barred me from it. And they thought that I was they were trying to make an example of me. They were like, this little wog kid, we're going to fuck him up. I hadn't even had a drink yet, so I was coherent. I was like, I want all your badge numbers, and I'm taking you to court. I got out 7 hours later, went home, had to present my mum with the fact that I got arrested. She has 2 perfect children, and then I come home fucking a year into being 18, and I'm like, I got arrested for assault of officer. And so the thing is, with my case, in Adelaide at the time, I think it was the only state that didn't class the dog as an officer. It was a tool. So they tried to use my case
as a way to change that.
Yeah, so they moved it up to like, it went from this little thing to costing like 30 or 40,000 in lawyer bills. And at the end of it, the judge was like, you cops are retards. Say sorry to him. Let's be done with this. It was fucking crazy.
That's unfortunate for you. Marble Bar on a Thursday. It's not even around anymore, is it?
Nah, Marble Bar's closed.
Yeah.
I saw the one Savvy's. What that used to be called? Garage. Do you ever go to Garage? On the top of Waymar?
Yeah. Once or twice, not many. That was right near Marble, just on the same street.
On the same street. You know where Light Square is, the roundabout?
Yeah.
It was that club there. First time, only time actually, I saw someone get stabbed to death at the front of that club.
You'd hope it's the only time.
Yeah, only time. Well, that was the first time I encountered like that kind of violence. It was crazy.
That place got shot up as well, didn't it?
Yeah, so did
On the
HQ.
corner.
HQ got shot up.
Yeah.
When it was heaven.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
When it was heaven, HQ got shot up. Kids got guns now.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Kids are in it, dude.
It's a wild time out there to be a kid. I mean, it was pretty wild back when we were kids too for a long time. There was a lot of shit going on back then as well.
The more now that I have a son, I realise you can kind of, obviously you're a product of your environment. So you can like not taint your kid.
Yeah, of course.
Like if you raise them right, it's like you can definitely still raise. Like when I had the kid, I was like, what world am I bringing this kid into? They can still be in a fine world.
Yeah.
If my kid's hanging around like you, Zach, Reese, blah, blah, has a normal life, is still fine. The world's not going to end for like at least another 300 years unless Trump bombs everyone.
The world isn't going to end. Humanity might end, but they're 2 different things.
I listened, my favourite comedian, favourite podcast, Tim Dillon, he had a whole hour on Trump's last legacy is that he wants to press the button.
Everyone said that about Putin.
But he did it in a comedic way. But then I was thinking about it, I was like, he does want to be known. Like if there is one president...
I don't think for that, though. That changes a lot of things. That's pretty heavy. I don't think he wants to be known for that.
Is the Iran thing even happening anymore?
I don't know.
It's like
I don't keep up with
It's
it
like
anymore.
the Ukraine thing to me now.
It's just nothing.
But you get so desensitized to it. And I was thinking the other day, hasn't all this shit always been going on?
Always,
But we just didn't have access to it.
It's 1984. It's that book, if you've ever read it. It's that constantly. There's always something happening to keep you... Like, there's always something to blame. There's always something that's like, this is why this is the way it is.
But they've always hated each other over there.
Yeah, well...
Over that, like, patch of the world. They've always fucking tried to... It's been going on for thousands of years. It's biblical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some might say.
Sort of.
Some might say, dude.
Some would. I'm not going to say... it's probably something I don't really
Is this
have enough to talk about on.
Speaking about fucking world economics, you're going to China for the first time.
I am going to China. I went to America last year and I got to see freedom, and I'm now going to go see what communism looks like and just sort of make my own mind up on what I think's going on over there. And
it's going to be interesting to see if communism is better, because the more I think about it, the more I like the fact that Chinese people know their place. We live under a false pretense of freedom. But you've actually been to America. I think Americans think they're way freer than they actually are. but you would
They're
disagree.
definitely more free than us. I don't know if they're like free, but like I said, you can just see it in like the little cultural things that they definitely have like this aspect of freedom that we don't have, and they've got like the love for it that we don't have. You know what I mean? They're so proud of it.
Well, you can be yourself over there, I've heard.
It's so much.
Like, I remember
So much.
when I met Craig, I met him, Jones, the first or second time I met him, I was like, you ever move back? He's like, no. Because Craig dresses like flamboyantly in velvet and like he dresses weird.
With style, though.
He's like, in America, I can go out.
No one looks at you. Yeah.
But in Australia, if I go to
People
Colonnades in a purple velour tracksuit, you're gonna. It's different. Those are the little micro freedoms. Like in America, they genuinely don't care.
It's even just. I think we spoke about this last time. It's like guys just rapping on the train, man, and like one guy didn't know the other guy, and they just start rapping together, and they went off together.
So that would piss me off.
It's like, but everyone around was just like, "Oh, this is all right."
That would piss me off.
No one cared at all. It's just different. And like I said, people, you get in the elevator and people would compliment you on things. It's like, here, you don't get that. It's very different.
I feel like we have better humour, though.
Yeah, we definitely have better humour, and we can drink better, and we can do a lot of other things. I think we're a bit more like tenacious people as well.
Where do you get your wanderlust from?
Why not? Like, why? To me, like staying in the same place for your whole life just seems like, why? What a waste. There's like a huge world out there to just see so much stuff and experience so many things. Why would you limit
Do you get
yourself?
miserable when you don't travel?
Yeah, I hate it. If I don't have something booked, like it's you come back and you just got nothing to look forward to. It's like, I'm not working because I love working. I'm working because I want to do shit.
I used to travel multiple times a year, and I've realised my dad's the same. If my dad doesn't go on a 3-month holiday every year, he's retired now. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't go back home for like 3 to 6 months a year, he's unbearable. Mm. And I've been wondering why I'm so irritable at the moment. It's because I don't have... I'm adjusting to like not traveling all the time. Anthony Bourdain has a fantastic quote. It's you don't work your whole life to... I'm butchering this, but it's loosely based on this. It's you don't work your whole life to travel as a reward. You travel to learn about life.
Yes.
Something along those lines.
That's the only reason, like, I'll go through now, and we're quite busy. And obviously I like my job. I'm pretty happy with what I do. But I don't have to work weekends. I don't need the money. But to me, I'm like, if I just work all these weekends, then I can have a way better time when I'm away. I can just do whatever I want for 5 weeks. I've just got like unlimited money. I can do everything I want to do, and then I'm happy to go back to work because I get this time where I just get to do whatever I want.
Holidays without a budget are so good.
It's amazing.
If you can like knuckle down and afford to not worry about money on the holiday, it changes it so much. Is Japan still the one for you?
Yeah, Japan's still the one. America was awesome. I loved America. I went to good states, obviously, so I had a great time. And I had some good experiences with, Kill Tony and a few other things that I got to do.
Just accidentally went to the best Kill Tony of all time.
And the best stand-up show probably the night after.
Joe with Friend.
Yeah, so I had
Who did you see that night?
Joe, Shane Gillis, Tony Hinchcliffe, Duncan Trussell, Ron White. There was someone else too.
Did Shane murder?
It was yeah.
Is he as funny as I imagine him?
Yeah,
being?
he was amazing. He was great. It was like you couldn't get a better lineup of comedians.
Do you think Joe's funny?
He was funny. That like Joe on the podcast is not the same. Like if you listen to the Kill Tony where Joe was on just this last week, like he's actually a bit of a ruthless cunt to people.
He's a lot less tolerant now.
Like he full gives a lot of shit to people on the show, and like when he's doing comedy, so there was this lady in maybe the front row on the opposite. So we were the front row, and she was on the opposite side, and she wouldn't shut the fuck up, and she wouldn't shut the fuck up when Tony was on, which is the worst person because Tony obviously roast comedy is his thing, and he lit this woman on fire. She just got fucking drilled, and the guy she was on the date with, you could tell she had just dried up completely on him because he thought it was hilarious that she was getting roasted. Anyway, she's flying through Shane. Joe comes out. She starts again. And Joe just fucking grills this woman. And then he's like, there's security behind you. She just turns around. There's 2 security guards. And he's like, I'm not going to kick you out, but you didn't shut the fuck up.
Joe and Friends is at the mothership, obviously.
Yeah. But he was ruthless to her. He fucking lit her on fire.
I had this I had this thing in my head with Joe for years, as a lot of people do at the moment, that he's changed and his podcast has changed now. And I've only just come to terms with the fact that he's an old man.
He's an older guy, but he's also been... You could find multiple clips of him saying he's going to he'll change his mind with different information.
It's not... I understand when, like you said, he's a lot less tolerant of people's ideas now. He's more stuck in his...
Yeah, for sure.
He has his opinions now, but he's an older man. He doesn't want to get blackout drunk and talk about
different priorities and shit. Yes,
he doesn't want to get Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo on and spin shit anymore.
Yeah.
He's just changed as a man.
Yeah,
and it took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah,
but
it's hard to know because when you're in your 30s, you think you're grown up as well. Like we think
we're still
you
children.
Look back, and then probably when we're his age, you go, "Fuck, I was a fucking moron when I was 35." Like,
besides my body, bro, I don't feel any different to 25.
Neither do I.
Like, a bit smarter, a bit more tolerant,
more emotionally stable, as
less
you get older
reactive.
Too. But yeah, I think again when you get into that age, you probably think the same thing. You're like, I thought I had it all figured out at 35, and I was a fucking moron.
Yeah, but everyone says that. Like, I was just before I picked you up, I was talking to someone. They're like, I'm 44. You got another 10 years. You're gonna go through another thing.
Yep.
It's like I bet 50-year-olds look at you, and then I bet 60-year-olds look at you.
100%.
It's just that's the whole point of life, to just not little the amount that you're a fuck up. So eventually you can die in peace.
And you just learn more. You see the way the world operates and things, and then you just sort of realize that it's too late to change anything. Like, not change things, but you realize it's like you're not going to change the world. That's not what you're here for. You're here to be a cog in the machine, essentially. But you can make it as enjoyable as you want.
That's why I never ever will understand people that pursue high level politics. But it's a weird because you know you're not going to change anything. You might have your best interests at heart when you're younger, and then you enter the game and you realize this is Game of Thrones. It's a Game of fucking Thrones. It is wild. It's a popularity contest. It's insane.
Yeah, it is. And it's like they're real estate agents. They're the same thing. Because my mum was a real estate agent. I grew up and I fucking hate them. Like, I hate salespeople.
Your mum a real estate agent?
Yeah.
Modern real estate agents with their videos is...
Well, she did it. I was 14 when my mum started being a real estate agent. So this is 21 years ago.
I'd buy a house off your mum for sure.
I know you would. Because you've watched too many of those videos.
I'd buy a house with your mum, and then ZTB's mum comes in.
She's running the maid service.
Shout out number 52 middleweight, is it, in Australia?
Was it 152 or 52? 52 is pretty good.
No, he was ranked 52.
Yeah,
one fight. I knew a dude in Australia at one point. He had one featherweight fight in Adelaide. I think it was Eternal when they used to come here. It was Eternal, and he was ranked number 3 for like 2 years.
Jesus. I grew up with real estate agents, and now they're just
That's why you are how you are.
They're the worst people I've ever met.
That makes so much sense. It's worse than a used car salesman.
Yeah, it is worse than a used car. But that's what that is now.
That's the only thing that I think I'd get into other than hospo.
Selling houses?
Yeah, you could imagine me selling a house. Like a totally fucked house to like this new young couple.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's really good. It's dope.
Kids love black mold.
Yeah, kids love black mold. What are you talking about? It's dope. It's on 800 square metres.
Yeah, you'll be sweet. Oh, cool, man.
Do you want to rip another pack?
Let's rip another pack.
What's the card we're going for in these?
In these ones, we're going for a Meowth.
So are these like... My Pokemon, when I knew of Pokemon... It was Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle. That was it.
All right, you forgot the most important one, but that's okay.
Who do we got? What's the other one?
Bulbasaur.
We got Bulbasaur as well.
That's he's my second favourite. I've got a lot of Bulbasaur cards.
My only viewing experience of Pokemon is the movie that Mewtwo was in. But I used to watch it on repeat. Is a Mewtwo worth money?
Yeah, Mewtwo's a pretty popular card.
Is that an OG set?
Yeah.
So these are modern...
They still come out in new set. Like, they still release those Pokemon in new sets, though.
But these are modern cards.
Yes.
Good about Gengar.
Gengar's my favourite.
Gengar's your favourite?
Unfortunately, he's the third most expensive Pokemon to collect.
What's the most expensive card you can get? Is it a Charmander?
It's the Logan Paul one, right? The Illustrator PSA 10.
But who dictates that Charmander is the most expensive?
It's just the market. Like, who wants it?
Because that celebrity has it.
No, not even that. It's like even some sets, so sets have cards called secret illustration rares, and they're usually the most expensive. But that's not always the case, because sometimes a card will come out. There's a set recently with a Magikarp, and it's just an illustration rare. It's semi easy to pull, but that's the one that's like $500 to buy now.
The fuck?
Because the community decided that's the card they wanted.
Do you know Moist Critical?
I don't.
My favourite YouTuber, his name's Penguin Z0.
I know the name.
Greatest YouTuber of all time. Gaming, cards, everything. Just talking. He will buy $100,000 Magic. He's bowling. He'll buy $100,000 Magic the Gathering set, and he'll open it with his boys and rip the packs.
Yeah, it's the fun.
And just it's gambling.
It is gambling.
But you're not a gambler. Like when we go to the casino and pokers and shit, I've never seen you even press a button.
Nah, I don't really
But
gamble.
you'll rip the But this
because
is
you
gambling.
get something, though. You still get
You get
something.
a physical media
You still
out of
have
it.
something.
So if I get this pack's worth $8, I think that I bought.
Yep.
If I get a card that's worth over $8, we'll skull a drink.
Okay, go.
If I make my money back on this pack,
Done.
is that good?
We can see. I can see what's going on. I can see the last card, though. Which
Is it hollow?
Nah, we're fucked.
We're fucked.
We should have gone the other way. If you don't pull an $8 card, we skull a drink. That would have been a better option.
I went to the trader down here and people were playing Magic. It's alive.
Yeah, they love it.
It's a thing.
Even the One Piece is popping.
One Piece is
card
huge.
game is going insane.
Are you a One Piece dude?
No.
This cunt here, every episode.
I'm maybe 8 or something behind.
That's
but
every
I'm
episode.
pretty up to date, yeah.
Is it like 600 deep?
No, I'm on episode 1285.
1285.
1200 or 1185, something like that.
How many of those are fillers?
No, like fuck all.
You're
One
the only
Piece is
person
not,
I've
One
ever
Piece
heard
is
say
not
that.
filler.
Is
No,
it?
they're slow. The pacing's slow, but it's not filler.
But you can drop episodes.
It's all in the manga. No, you can't. Well, not really. No.
Do you still watch that Max? What is it? Level fucking.
Solo leveling. That's not out at the moment, but yeah, I'm up to date with that. That's only two seasons.
Did I hear you correctly saying that could be one of the goats?
Nah, it's good. The animation wise, it's one of the goats, but not story wise.
Is Attack on Titan as good as everyone says?
One of the best stories of all time.
And that's digestible as well.
It's amazing. 90 episodes.
You do it in
something like that.
Japanese or English?
I did it in both, depending on what I was doing.
I have a problem with dubbed things.
Yeah, I prefer Japanese when I can, but you've got to give it your full attention.
Like, did you watch Squid Game?
Yeah, I watched it in Korean.
Every single person I know that didn't enjoy it watched it in English.
Yeah, it's harder to watch. It's like that Money Heist show.
Well,
That
voice
was a bit
actors are
harder
shit.
too. Yeah, they are. They don't have the emotion.
Apparently, Attack on Titan, the voice actors are good though. Can I grab a drink, bro? Apparently, Attack on Titan.
No, they are. They are.
I've always wanted to get into it. I've always wanted to get into it. I can't.
It's Death Note if you want to get into
When
it.
I
That's
see,
the start of
because obviously when I see a cartoon, I attribute it to a kid's show because haven't watched cartoons since I was younger. Whereas if I approach it as like a solid piece of media with an intense story, I think I'll enjoy it more. Like I tried to watch Dragon Ball Z and it was just
So Dragon Ball Z story is not very good.
no, but it's done now.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
Yeah, it was
You
still
did.
going, but yeah.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like if you as a grown adult now maybe watch it, I think there's certain pieces of media that don't hit as hard.
It's because it's not very relatable or anything either. There's not a deep storyline to it.
I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time.
One of the best movies
This
of all
week.
time. Really?
Yeah.
Did you love it?
So, I don't know why. You know when you just never get around to watching something? Mm-hmm. My mate Goobs, he's like a movie aficionado. He has an account where he rates them. He loves film. And I put it on and I messaged him and I was like, I hope this is good. Because in my head, I didn't want to miss the boat. Mm-hmm. You know when you watch an older movie and you're like, I missed the boat. This would have been good. The best Quentin Tarantino... When I say that is the best Quentin Tarantino movie ever, like even now...
It's probably my top 3 favourite movies of all time, Pulp Fiction.
It's a 5 out of 5.
It's amazing.
Like, I put that up with Interstellar.
It's insane, dude.
So good. Like, John Travolta and Samuel Jackson's
Samuel
acting
Jackson's
in it.
fantastic in it.
The acting in it is so good.
It's so good.
And
it's very good.
then I watched the Jackass movie. Did you go watch it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it on my TV.
I won't ruin it for you. Very good. But if I fucked up because I rewatched all of them in the lead up, and I'm very familiar with the shows. I know I like religiously used to watch it.
So did I, yeah.
A lot of it's a nostalgia grab of them, and that's fair enough. They can't do the shit anymore.
They can't.
They will
They're not
die.
on the drugs they were on back then either.
Do you know Johnny Knoxville has 21 major concussions?
Yeah, you're going to die soon.
Major.
Yeah.
Like, and Steve-O's all fucked up. But it is very funny. The first scene was the funniest. It was the most shocking. Have you ever heard the story of when Johnny Knoxville shot himself?
Maybe I have, but I don't remember it.
So the pilot, this isn't a spoiler, it's the first 5 seconds. The pilot episode for Jackass when they were pitching it to MTV was of Johnny Knoxville putting on a bulletproof vest and shooting himself with a 9mm.
Oh my lord.
And he fucking did it. But they couldn't air it. They were like, no, we don't want the
it's
show.
gun violence.
They're like, we can't air this. You're a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
maniac. And people are going to try it. And that was the first scene. And you look at this and you're like,
Do you remember Dirty Sanchez and fucking... What were the other...
the Dudesons?
The Dudesons, man. Those guys were insane what they did.
Yarko, one of them from the Dudesons, cut off his own finger.
Yeah. Those guys were insane.
So you were invested in that era.
Yeah, I was seeking. I had all the Viva La Bams.
Did you ever watch? So I watched it 2 weeks ago. Zara got 10 minutes in and she's like, "This is stupid." Viva La Bam. Where the fuck is Santa? His Santa special, his Christmas special. He made a movie.
I probably did back in the day, but I don't remember.
It's very niche. I had the VHS of it.
Yeah, right.
It's very niche. Bam made a movie based on him going to the Arctic Circle and going to Santa's village, and he had that Novak cunt that was on heroin with him.
Yeah.
He had Ryan Dunn. He had the Dudesons ushering him through the Arctic Circle, and they just got fucked up. And I was looking at it, and I was like, "We think our friend groups lose."
Yeah, they're out of control.
But when Bam just fucks with his father.
Or Don Vito and fucking... Dude, Viva La Bam was awesome. I had the box set DVDs or something. It was so good. I wish I still had it. You can't find it anywhere.
It's just another... It's so good to see Bam doing good now because it's...
Sort of.
No, he's doing excellent. He's doing really good. He's fully sober now. He's like...
I don't think sees his kid, though.
You can't win them all. But when you're looking from the outside in when you're younger, you're like, that cunt's a fuck up. He had everything. He ruined it. Imagine,
I would have done the same thing.
Imagine us at 18
I know.
with $1 million a month.
It's easy to armchair quarterback it when you're fucking not in the situation.
Well, we had our problems and we were like not rich, like not
100%
wealthy.
not in the limelight. Yeah, I know. Agree.
Like, that's the one thing. Like, the one thing. You in a piss?
Yeah.
Pause. So, Luke has commandeered this card. How much is that worth?
$5.
$5. Okay, but you just want to collect them all at the end of the day? Is that the aim?
Well, I have this set and I'm trying to get all of it, and I don't have this card. So
what's
it actually works well for
what's
me.
this bitch worth?
Probably $1.
You're fucking joking.
Yeah, sorry.
$1?
Yeah, I know. Hollows used to be a thing, but now once the whole full art and the illustrations and things came in, hollows aren't worth as much. Depending on the Pokemon, they still do matter. But it's got to be like an OG 151 or something.
Was it you that was telling me Japanese cards are worth less because they have laws in place that you have to hit a certain amount of X things?
They have guaranteed hit rates, yeah.
Because you're not allowed to gamble on the cards, essentially.
So gambling's illegal in Japan. So they have they'll give you a guaranteed amount of cards per box, so if you buy a box of 10, you'll get a guaranteed of 5 good cards or something like that. But you might also get a chance of getting the really good cards. Those ones are still a gamble.
Do they rip packs in China, surely?
Yeah.
Is Chinese cards a thing?
China some Chinese cards now are worth thousands. They're insane. They've got some exclusives, so you can't get them in English or Japanese at all. They're only Chinese exclusives. And the Gengar that I want to get is about $300.
What's the one thing when you were a kid you got that if you could go back in time, you would not let yourself play with it, keep it sealed, etc.?
Well, I had the first edition Hollow Ninetales and Zapdos, so both of them are pretty expensive these
Originals.
days. Yeah, and I don't even know if they were shadowless either. I can't really remember that well, but I remember they were first edition. And first edition is literally the very first print that went out. Shadowless was supposed to be the second print that went out, but some of them got skewed and had the first edition Shadowless, and they're the most rare.
It's just so funny how, like, big corporations can form these things that we get obsessed over. And at the end of the day, it's for dollars and cents. Like, when you realistically look at it, like, what's the grading company? PSA?
Yeah.
With this boom, they're fucking...
Well, they've shut down all
skyrocketing.
their cheap grading submissions now. So the minimum you can pay is $80 for a card to get
It costs
graded.
$80.
It used to not. I think the minimum used to be like 20.
And I
as long as
guarantee-
you send in like 20 of them.
I guarantee you have to tick something to say if they damage your card, there's no... like, you're ticking something.
No, so you get insurance up to a certain level.
How much does that cost?
So that's what I was going to get into. So if you send in a card, say I send a card that's worth $1,000 ungraded, and graded a 10, it's worth 10 grand. I have to pay the premium insurance, which might be $200, just in case it gets graded a 10. Because if I don't, and it does get graded a 10, and I didn't pay for the premium insurance that covers like unlimited grading costs, and they damage it, it's then no longer...
This is what pisses me off, bro. Like, insurance itself as a thing isn't a real thing. It's a legally binding contract. At the end of the day, it should just be common sense that if you destroy something of someone, you replace it.
Well,
Why
they
the
do.
fuck am I paying you $200 to sign this fake fucking thing that isn't real?
Well, there's a famous one recently. Someone sent their case in to be recased. So, like, it was just a little bit worn. It was old. They like, I just want to put in a new case. You send it to them. They damaged it. I think it was a $40,000 card.
Moist Critical talked about that.
And they offered him 20 grand or 10 grand or something.
Oh, no, different one. This bloke sent in a Pokemon card to PSA. They damaged the fucking card. It was like a 20 grand card. They returned it to him, a $400 card.
Yeah, they damaged it, graded it like a 6, and then they're like, we'll give you 10 grand, but it was like 40 grand in a 10.
But for the wrong person, that's everything they have.
Yeah, well, it's a lot.
But like, imagine me giving this house to someone for a week and then I come back and it's destroyed. I'd fucking want to kill myself. Like, this $20,000
Even if you
card.
don't want to invest in it, like if it's not your plan to sell it eventually anyway, it's still something that was worth a lot and it did have a market value, even if it's anecdotal.
Did you used to play Pokemon?
I play the phone one still quite a lot.
Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Pocket.
That's not the one
It's
where
like
you...
trading cards and you battle and shit like that and you collect them.
I downloaded Yu-Gi-Oh! The other day. I've been playing that.
Dual Link.
Dual
whatever it
Link.
is. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was fun. I played that back in the
Are
day.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards worth things?
Some of them are, yeah. Yeah, Callie had a whole bunch. He brought them in the other week and we were like pricing them up for him.
Do you know my biggest regret? I'll say sorry for this now. I've never said this publicly. One of my biggest regrets from when I was a kid, I thought about this like 3 years
Picking on
ago.
kids that liked Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nah, I stole this cunt's Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and I feel so bad for it now.
Fair enough.
Because he pulled me up and he's like, you did it. I was like, no, I didn't. And he believed me. Hell took my word for it. No good cards, but I stole them. It was like year 4.
Shout out to Savage.
I think his name was Steven.
Shout out
I feel
Steven.
sorry for it. But
Sorry, Steve.
is Yu-Gi-Oh! A thing? Are all cards worth money now?
Not all cards, but they've got first edition. They've got one, your Dark Magicians, your Blue Eyes White Dragon, all that kind of shit. Still probably pretty relevant.
If you had a pack, first edition, original, like, when 1990?
96.
If you had an original pack, how much are you buying that for?
I think, what's a first edition, like 30 grand? Maybe more, maybe less. I know like a non-first edition base set's like 12 grand or 13 grand.
Well, like a stock standard Pikachu that you would get, not holo anything, like a stock standard one, how much does that cost?
I've got one from Jungle Edition. I reckon it's worth like 60 or 70 bucks.
Right.
Just a normal one, yeah.
When you sent me that thing today and I asked the lady how much that box cost,
The Fusion Strike.
because I got bad eyes, she said 1,400. I said, give me 3 of those little ones over there for $8.
You told me you wanted to fucking get something worth something.
But they're marking it up. Like, that's not the place to get them.
It's because of the cards in it. Like, the chance you've got to pull what's in it, you could strike huge.
But some of the numbers, it's like, where's everyone getting their money? It's adults with, like, children mentality.
Yes.
That's what it is.
With more money
You're
than
the
sense.
fucking same. You're like,
more money than
you
sense,
are dead set. an adult with a child's mentality.
Yeah, with a stupid job.
You got a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're an Ace 3 Luke, dude.
That's what I mean. I earn too much money and have...
Do you reckon
do
we
dumb
earn
shit.
too much money in Australia?
No, I think I earn too much money sometimes, but it's because I just feel like a kid still. I sit in and do things, and I just like, why is anyone listening to me?
I think... Obviously, prices of things are different now, though, so it evens out. But someone explained it the other day. Our parents bought houses for half a year's wage.
Yeah, and now we're spending
9 years?
6 years worth of wage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like 7 to 10 years of a wage.
Yeah.
That's not including interest.
Yeah, it's insane.
How are we going?
Upside down.
Yep, but we're going... No good.
No good? That's the last pack, dude. Do you reckon we have at least $50 here?
I don't think so.
How about the next pod? Can we get a good pack for like $1,000?
We could find something. We'll talk about it. We'll
How
find
much is
something.
one? Like what's $1,000 pack? An OG one?
Yeah, be an OG. You wouldn't get nothing. Nothing modern is $1,000 a pack.
I'd love a Squirtle or an Alakazam. Is that a thing? Is he a thing?
Yeah, they're popular.
A Mew?
Yep, popular.
How much is a Mew?
Look, Mew is a popular card. They're expensive. Let's go. Last pack magic.
Come on.
Is it looking good?
No,
It's not good.
no. We've failed.
I don't even know. See, the art on these isn't even as good. Did
Some
you
of them
watch
are.
that? Did you? That's an anime, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You
yeah.
did, Pokemon's an anime.
Yeah.
But started out as a manga. Is that how it works?
I don't think it did.
Manga's a book, like a comic book.
Yeah.
And then that will
Anime is anything made in Japan. So Pokemon is an animation made in Japan, yes. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a manga.
I wasn't there for the Pokemon Storm. I imagine it would have been something like wild.
It was pretty wild. Everyone was a part of it from our generation back in the day.
I was more into like wrestling.
I was into wrestling.
I used to love wrestling.
It's fun.
You still watch it? I can't do
A
it.
little bit, not as much as I was a little while ago.
You went
It's
into
fine.
a rabbit hole. I can't do it. I
It's
just
fine.
can't.
It's good. It's entertaining. So you just got to take it for what it is. You know it's not real. It's just entertainment. It's a story. It's Love Island. It's Goy Slop.
It is goy slop, bro. It's fucking... My brother loves it still. Like, loves it. But back in the day, at least, there was it wasn't as PG. It was a bit more, like, hectic. But then you could see the storylines. You rewatch them as, like, The Undertaker dies and then he comes back to life. And you're like, fuck,
Did I send you that thing the other day where it was like, how can anyone support this guy after he did this to his brother? And it, like, goes through the whole Undertaker Kane backstory like it was a real thing. And he's like, I don't know how anyone can ignore it. He burned his brother's face off and all this shit. And it's like, it was good.
It's just fucking... Wrestling came back, though, hard. Triple H brought it back.
They went away from PG again. So they went PG for a couple of years.
When Triple H took it over.
And then they pulled it back, yeah.
I was walking through the toy shop today because I brought that Witcher mat, and I was looking for a toy for my son. Toys are shit now, by the way.
Agreed.
Terrible. Toys are fucking goy slop as fuck. It's terrible. I was looking, and I saw the Rock, like, action figures, and I was like, what a weird way to live your life. Like, you're just a fucking commodity for people.
Yeah,
You're
it
not
is.
allowed to have an original opinion, or your publicist will yell at you, and your stock will go down,
Well,
and
the
no one will
Rock's
buy
not the Rock.
Terramana.
You remember the old Rock. Like, he's not that personality anymore. You know, the electrifying, that's not who he is anymore. He's
No.
like this soft-spoken fucking...
But he's playing
like,
a character permanently.
I'm aware, that's what I mean, but he's not who he was when he was in the WWE. He was probably who he was, but like obviously ramped up a little bit
Yeah.
to like be a bit more eccentric, but he sort of dulled himself to who he was now to be like this image of...
Well, when you get to that level, you just got to be so non-confrontational. Like, you can't...
agree,
Like,
yeah.
when he went... Do you remember the Joe Rogan episode?
Yeah, well, he's captured by the system now.
He's just so media trained.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I could never imagine that.
There's no original... He would have original thoughts, I'm sure, but it doesn't come out of his mouth.
I think being that famous, arguably, could be worse than being homeless.
I think it's probably not good for you. Just like... I don't know, they all get old and they seem to like look sickly a little bit.
I don't know if that's insensitive, but if you get to, like, that level of fame of, like, Michael Jackson and stuff, doesn't look good for you.
Well, they all go insane, man. They all seem to go crazy.
Like, who can you talk to?
this sort of no one relates to you.
Like, if I had $100 billion and me and you were sitting down, you wouldn't know an eighth of what I was going through.
No,
I'm trying to
agree.
avoid my tax bill. That's my
Yeah.
whole job. I watched this thing on oligarchs. I said it on a recent pod. Oligarchs are just so interesting, dude. You get to this level of money where literally your whole job is trying to give out as little of your wealth as possible.
It's insane, isn't it?
Like, Elon Musk is a trillionaire. What's the point?
Yeah, to me, I don't know. I mean, if I was that rich, all my friends would be that rich too. But to me, it doesn't.
That's
make
why
sense.
we aren't that rich.
Yeah, I agree, probably
Because you don't need that
Yeah.
mindset. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to be in that top
You've gotta be that
1%,
person.
you've got to
Yeah.
be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to be willing to stab your friends in the back.
Yeah, it's a dog eat dog world, isn't
Do you
it?
know how many pods like I could have gotten, but I won't because I don't want to make people look like a dickhead.
Yeah,
But it'd be great content.
yeah, of course.
But like, I can't do it, and that's some people can, and they do it so fucking well. I think it's, and everyone tells you need to be a millionaire and earning 100K by 18 now.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Money's good. I mean, as long as you can do whatever you want to do. Like, having a job to me seems meaningful sometimes. As long as you have a job that you're like sort of interested in. If you're just doing something you don't care about, I mean, it's a different story. You're just going through the motions. But
Yeah, at least need a good hobby.
if you're doing something you can like learn and like get into and actually have some sort of input, I think it's important for people to just have something going on. And all these millionaires, like some of the entrepreneurs and stuff, I'm sure they're doing interesting stuff as well.
But
So
it'd be lonely.
probably.
Imagine being a single bloke when you're 25 and you're worth $100 million. How would you ever trust a woman to actually love you?
Yeah, I know that would be a very difficult thing.
But do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying shit. If it was vice versa, if it was a woman with 100, how can you ever trust anyone
That they're
to
not
genuinely
using you.
like you?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Theron loves you. I know Zara loves me because there's nothing that they could
We're
obtain.
also not that easy to be like.
We're hard
Yeah,
people to
like
love.
we're not the best people to be involved with.
That bitch
Not
didn't
that
love
easy,
me,
yeah.
she would be gone. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have $100 million sitting behind me.
Yeah,
It would just be terrible.
yeah.
Obviously, being homeless would suck too, but at least they smoke. Actually, billionaires smoke crack too on an island.
Well, that's why I think martial arts is so good, and even just gym discipline or anything, like building a strong or like admirable body. You can't buy that. Like, you can buy a Rolex, you can buy a yacht, you can buy all these other things, but you can't buy what you get out of doing martial arts or what you get out of going to the gym. So it's like, that's sort of, to me, more valuable than all of that stuff, and that says more about a person as well.
Do you lean into religion more that you're older?
Not really. I've always liked Buddhism. I've always liked the concept of Buddhism, where they don't really have a god, they just be good people. And I think if you follow that, you'll fit into all the other religions anyway, because you are just being a good person. So it sort of doesn't matter. So just don't. But you feel better. Like, when you're not a good person, like you just said, you've sat on this thing, you stole this guy's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, that sits with people for a long time. But when you're a good person, you don't have that thing weighing you down that makes you miserable.
That's why I couldn't continue being sponsored by casinos,
Yeah.
because I felt terrible.
Yeah.
Like, the thought of an 18-year-old,
Losing everything.
because he saw me gambling with fake money,
Yeah.
is just like, it is like brawns me. Like, I still think about it. I overthink it. I think about shit I did wrong to people 20 years ago. But yeah, the religion one's weird because 3 of my very close friends in my life, the more they go down the rabbit hole of the history of the earth and conspiracy and stuff, it seems like the closer they get to God, which
Yeah.
is a very strange thing for me. I know, like, literally 3 to 4 people now who are atheists that I'm very close with, and the more they lean into the actual history of the world and figuring out how it works, they're like, it's the only explanation.
Well, it's the only explanation when you have no explanation, isn't it? Like, that's sort of what it is. If you've got no other explanation, you've got to put it on this, like, other entity. And I'm not saying that if you live that way and you're a good person because you think that, then that's awesome. Just keep doing that.
That's my mentality. If it makes you a better person, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the best people I fucking know ever, some of the best people I've ever met are Muslim.
Well, I think of just karma. Karma is, that's why I say Buddhism to me resonates the most, because I just think, like, sometimes when something bad happens to me, I'm like, well, maybe I was a bit of a shit cunt. Like, maybe I deserve this.
It's like
sort
what
of
we
thing.
said before. If you make anything your whole personality, you're fucking unbearable, bro.
100%.
If you make Christianity your whole personality and you're on a crusade to abolish every other religion, you're a fucking problem.
Well, any religion is doing that. Yeah, anything, any viewpoint of doing that, the thinking you're superior or that anyone else is inadequate, is probably going to be a problem at some point.
I christened my son out of respect to my parents. Mm-hmm. I obviously am not a religious person, but I thought it'd be nice to at least do that for them. So we christened it, and I was in the church, and I was like, it's just like, I can see why it worked 10,000 years ago or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. Now I just don't understand it.
The only good thing I would say with that particular religion is that the whole thing is like, if you get hurt, turn the other cheek. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're all about, like, forgive people and try to understand, and maybe to a detriment of them sometimes, but they also get a little bit elitist with it as well. So, you know, but at least the message of what they're trying to put across is positive. Whether people take it that way or not is a different thing.
It's just the cults that survived. That's what it is. And some of them, like, it's beneficial to heaps of people.
But that's the problem. If you don't question anything ever and you follow everything by the book, well, that's a problem. You've got no critical thinking at all to go, yeah, this says what it's supposed to be, but, like, kind of doesn't make sense to me, or that doesn't seem like the right thing to do here. You've got to have your own sort of code of what you're willing to live by as well.
You also have to fucking respect other people's shit. It's like
if they respect yours.
If you go to another country, or if I go to Japan, I try my absolute hardest to respect their culture.
Because we're a visitor. It's
Yeah.
like you go to someone's house and they say, take your shoes off at the door. You take your shoes off at the
Have
door.
I been a dickhead in Europe when I was young and drunk and
We've all done.
acted hell Australian and embarrassed myself in another country? Yeah. But, like, as an adult, if I go to another country, I know I'm not going to extend my hand in Japan to shake their hand. I'm not going to play my phone on loud in the train, which is normal in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do certain things. If, like, you're allowed to be different, just don't impose your fucking will on someone.
Yeah.
Don't impose it.
You don't have any right to come in the way of anyone else's lifestyle. Like, as long as everyone's doing their own thing and staying in their own lane, no one should be able to come in the way of that. And when they do, that's when it becomes a problem.
Oh, it's just all this outrage, bro. Outrage is so profitable, and that's why it's a thing. Like,
Yeah,
there's
being-
so many likes.
Being offended is profitable, and it's like the gayest thing ever.
But just jumping on it, like having no right to comment on something and give your opinion on something that you're not educated in, that you've just recycled from another creator, and then going on to a massive audience you've attained, and then passing on this knowledge that you have no fucking idea if it's true, it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's just popular.
And whether that's for the left or the right, it's just as dangerous.
But right or wrong, it's clickbait. You get people engaging with it. If you're wrong, people just engage with it anyway, and you get 22,000 hate comments, and they don't care because they're getting publicity anyway.
It's just, do you know how many people think I'm like really hard right? I'm way more left leaning than I'm right.
I always thought I was, but the goalpost got moved to the fact that now I'm always centrist. I'm more libertarian. I just want less oversight. I just want to be left to, like, live my life and just do what I want to do, and you don't bother me and I won't bother you. But
Is that what a centrist is?
well, that's a libertarian.
Yeah.
Libertarians like just live your own life and do your own thing and have less government. But I would say it's a centrist idea for sure, because you just want everyone to have whatever they want to have, but they need to do it on their own. And
I just have no. I don't have like a nosy bone in my body. You know, like
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Like, if you know how sexist dudes as well do this, but like a lot of my missus, like ex relationships with girls, like friend groups and stuff, they bitch about each other and they're talking shit. We're very lucky because we have a friend group that is like not like that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine being in a situation where you're catching up with people and you fucking
whinge about someone else.
because you
Or
fucking
you don't
hate
like 'em, yeah.
or like that's your whole friendship,
And then
like,
you leave and you're like, fucking, this guy's a bitch.
It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And so many people are caught in that trap where they have friends they fucking hate.
Yeah.
They go to a job they fucking hate.
Or they're jealous of, or
They have this. They have this self, like a delusional. They have a delusional image of themselves as a person, and they think they're a
Non-introspective,
yeah, just a fucking like I know all my vices.
Me too.
I know every single one.
Yeah.
Even if I do them every week, I still know it, and every time I do them, I'm like, "You're a piece of shit." But I know I know my problems.
People who are not introspective are very interesting to me. I don't understand it. Jesus.
That's some Japanese whiskey. Are you gonna be a Chinese man? Are you gonna smoke a cigarette in Japan? China?
Probably. Got a China Max, you know.
I've heard so many people say China's better than Japan.
Yeah, well, I'll get to find out. I just like the culture of Japan. So there's so much of what happens there and the things I can do and look at that are probably more important to me than other people.
Do you remember PewDiePie?
Yeah.
Do you watch his current videos?
No.
Because he lives in Japan.
Oh, does he?
He's lived in Japan for like 6 years when he retired from YouTube.
Interesting.
He does YouTube now, but he uploads whenever he wants. He does like random content. He's a goat.
Yeah.
But he moved to Japan, and he said like once you get past, he obviously is very well off. Once you get past the bureaucracy of it, and like how, like in Japan, if you want to go, my mate Michael that came on the pod that lives in Japan told me, if you want to go renew your license, it's all paper trails. There's no electronics. You got to go to the place, wait in line for an hour, sign it. They'll send it off. Wait a week. Go back, 3 more hours. It's a process. It's very like, it's hard to live there. But that's the only country in the world I'd move to.
Yeah, I'd move there. I've tried to move there because my field of work is quite prevalent over there.
Is it?
Fuck yeah.
It would be.
South Korea and Japan, a lot of shipbuilding.
Did you experience a natural disaster at all when you went there, like earthquake or anything?
No.
That scares the shit out of me.
No.
It scares the shit out of me.
I wanted to go, but the hours and the money just doesn't make sense.
Did you go to Okinawa?
No.
Are you doing it this time?
No, we're doing Fukuoka and Hiroshima this time, which we haven't done.
Yeah, so
Okinawa,
when I went to Fukuoka, it was my least favorite, but food wise, it was one of the better ones.
We're only going there for 3 nights.
That's enough.
And we're obviously meeting the boys there. But it's we just haven't been there, and we're working our way up because I've been to Japan 3-4 times now.
You're a connoisseur.
Yeah, so I want to just see something different.
You haven't been to Sapporo and shit.
No,
yet?
so the next time we go, we're going to do Sapporo, Hokkaido.
2028.
Yeah, we could probably do 2028.
Then both my kids will be able to walk.
Yeah, we could do that. We're always down. We're easy, man.
My mate, shout out your Ben. He is a day one listener of the pod. He lives in Japan and he found my pod.
Shout out.
Watches every bit of content I put out. Comments on everything.
Where does he live?
Japan.
Where?
Fukushima. No, but he said, and he was sending me photos. He's like, you all hear about these places. You got to come out with like one of us. So I just messaged him for you.
Oh, cool. That's what I was going to say.
You gotta. When I was touring Japan, one of the most interesting things about Japan, because everyone goes to Shinjuku, everyone goes to Tokyo, we all go to Osaka, we all do the main cities.
Yeah.
But it's those cities in between on the train that you're looking at and you're like, wow. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I want to do more of that, like go out to the areas that aren't as populated now, because I love the country, I love the landscape, I love everything about it.
Did you do Mount Fuji?
Yeah, sort of. We went to Hakone and we had a house that we were lucky enough that we could see the mountain from our balcony, and it was amazing.
So when we were going from Tokyo to Osaka, or wait, do you go from...
Yeah.
And then Osaka to Kyoto?
Well, Kyoto's first, but yeah.
Kyoto's first. So I think we stopped off at Kyoto first.
It's like
and then where's Mount Fuji?
10 minutes. It's on the way from Tokyo to Kyoto, Osaka. You'll see it on the left as you go through.
And I remember we stopped in this town and we were like, let's just get out and wing it. Best experience ever. Like, they're regional towns in between all the big cities that you never hear from, like not the big prefectures, but like the
That's what we did. We went to Hakone and we jumped on a bus for an hour and a half and went like up a mountain on the other side of Fuji and stayed on this house. We had to walk up with our fucking suitcases like a K up a fucking hill like this.
It's so good,
and we had this oversight of the river and the lake, and then you had Fuji on the other side, and we had, I think you don't get clear views of Fuji like all the time. We had 2 days of it, and it was amazing.
So when we went to Osaka, we stopped at this little town and we went on a hike, like this nature walk. we accidentally went off the path and we got lost for like 2 hours. Got back, and all the Japanese people, it was the most amazing
Well,
experience.
you're probably at the stop we went to, and then
We tried to find a
bust off
temple.
from there
We
or
tried to
something,
find
yeah.
a temple, but we went off the path, and it was wild. It was just because in Adelaide you're not used to mountainous areas,
No.
so when you see it, you're kind of baffled by it. Like when I went
Yeah.
to Tasmania, I was like, "What the fuck?" And when we got back down, all the Japanese people were like, "Oh no," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Bear." And I was like, "What do you mean, like bear?" There's bears there. I was like, there is a chance that I could.
you almost got eaten by a bear.
If I saw a bear, I'm not joking, I would probably throw my missus in front of it. I would be so confident knowing that I would be able to run faster. I'm a coward. I would not. I don't. You, bro. I don't know. What would you do?
I'd be like, run.
Kath would outrun you.
Run, Catherine. I'll pick a branch up. I don't know what you got to fucking do. You got to try and outsmart it, don't you? I don't know. I'll hope it's not hungry.
Did you see the pot I did with that Brody cunt? The wingsuiter recently.
I'd have to have a look.
It was like my last or second to last episode. He lived in British Columbia, and he lived in Canada skydiving, wingsuiting.
There'd be so many bears there.
He was skateboarding, fell off his skateboard, skateboards rolled into a bush, mother bear,
Oh my god.
grizzly. And he's like, there's nothing ever that could prepare you for the size. If you're from Australia, you can't comprehend.
No, I agree. Yeah, I can imagine.
But-
can imagine.
Then you got this thing in your head where it's like, it's really big, it can't run fast. It can also run
Way
30
faster
k's.
than you can. Yeah, no, I'm aware.
And then he was talking about moose. You know how big a moose is?
They're huge, dude.
No, they're like 7
huge-
foot.
Like their head is taller than us.
yeah. No, their horns will hit the roof.
Yeah, yeah.
Even these fucking
But that's what I
things,
mean.
bro.
You stand, their head's probably fucking right here with me.
It's hell interesting. When you see these fucks, bro, these
nothing.
deers, like that's nothing. That deer would have weighed about 100 and... Oh, no, not even, like 80 kilos.
When did you go with Daniel?
Oh, I got to get Daniel on. I
Yeah,
was
you
talking
do.
to him the
You
other
do
day.
need to get him on.
He's a head coach of 10th Planet.
Yeah. Awesome guy. Very interesting guy.
Was he destined to own a 10th Planet?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
yeah,
held
very
10th
good.
planet.
Very good. But like in the...
I'm so happy that 10th Planet's doing well in
He's the
Adelaide.
most interesting coach I've ever trained with, and I have a lot of faith in his ability to break things down. He's an interesting guy. He's very...
Has he always owned it or
Yeah,
managed
he's done it since
always
he was
done it?
like a blue belt.
When did 10th Planet wouldn't be that old here?
No, I think they're like maybe 8 or 9 years old or something.
When James
In Australia,
when
it's
James went over and did his thing, when Watson went over
Fantastic.
and did his thing, it was a very proud moment for 10th Planet. It showed
Very
everyone.
much.
It showed everyone because
We even on the local scene, like anyone who enters anything from our
Everyone
gym,
knew.
they just win.
yeah,
Like any division we go in, they win.
we've talked about it before though. I think there's this like preconception that 10th Planet's like gimmicky or like a chain, and obviously when you see a chain, you think like McDonald's. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's what's built into us. So it's good to see 10th Planet on a tear right now.
But Gracie Barha didn't have that. You know, like, but we now
Yeah.
10th Planet also has moved into
Yeah.
that space where everyone's like, yeah, it's a pretty legitimate fucking gym now.
It's also just like it's a unique system. Like, do you still use the 10th Planet system? Like,
Not really. We don't. So my biggest fear when I went to America was we didn't do the warm ups. We haven't done the warm ups for years. I used to know them all okay. I wasn't like the best at them. But when I was about to go away, I even said to Daniel, I was like, I don't know the warm ups, man.
their specific 10th Planet warm-up.
Every day I went to, for some reason, they just didn't do the warm ups. So I got lucky and I just got away with it. But I remember looking at the date. So it goes in like a year. You've got the alphabet and you can see what day is going to fall on what day of the year. So I would watch the videos and I was like, if I have to do it, I'm... You know,
are you
like,
efficient in rubber guard?
I don't know about efficient. I know rubber guard. It's fine. I'm
Is that
not,
a staple of 10th Planet though?
Nah, not in our gym. We're very focused on like what is effective in competition. We're very competition focused in our gym. So we look at a lot of like what is relevant, what's working, what's not working, and then we'll work on how to not get done by what everyone else is doing, but also like be efficient in what is working and work through that as well.
Do you follow jiu-jitsu?
A little bit, not like heaps, but I have a pretty good amount of faith in the fact that we're learning what needs to be relevant in our gym, because the proof is in the pudding, and you look at what we're doing and we're killing it. So
What do you think about Craig Jones's current position in jiu-jitsu?
he's more of like a celebrity personality now. I think a couple of years ago it was more like he was like this top contender, and I still think he is one of the best in the world, but I think it's more of a I don't really know how to explain it. It's sort of ineffable, but Craig's just like a personality now. Like, he's bringing a lot of stuff to the jiu-jitsu community, a lot of eyes, and he's bringing a lot of popularity, but he's also not, I don't think he's trying to be like the best in the world anymore. I think he's just trying to put on like...
He's a marketing machine.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to be entertaining, and he's trying to put on entertaining events and do
genius.
things that are going to make
Yeah.
him get out there a little bit more.
Do you know the thing with Craig that really, like, I'm really drawn to Craig? It's not that he's hilarious and shit. He is just a quintessential South Australian Southerner. Like, when you hear him talk to people and you hear his humour and his quick wit, it's like, oh my God, you're me. Like, it gives
a
you
little bit fucked up.
It gives you hope though, because you recognise the humour. Like, I know 100 guys with that humour, bro, and I've heard, like, and he's finessed the game.
The world I think the rest of the world don't quite understand like the Aussie way, and I think a lot of what he does is just him being like just
He's
an
being
Aussie, just
genuine.
being like I think he's not like who I think he just plays this sort of like, yeah,
He
this will be
hams it up
funny,
a
this
bit.
will be like what, and it's fun to say this, and sort of I think it, but I don't really think it, and
But where we're from, especially South Australia, and where we're from, the southern suburbs of South Australia, I feel like we just have a different flavour. Like, much as like Western Sydney has its own flavour, much as Salisbury has its own flavour, Norwood, fucking...
The South can handle a lot more too. Like, we're very like...
We're brutal people.
We're fine. Yeah, we're pretty dark. We're pretty like good with our humour, and I think Craig definitely has an aspect of that I think the world probably doesn't get sometimes, and it's easy to go, fuck, that's kind of
like when he did the Joe Rogan pod, and I watched it, I was like, all of these jokes are going over Joe's head. He doesn't understand it. Like, he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the sarcasm. That's like when I see Tony Hinchcliffe, I was like, I honestly think I could shit talk with you.
Oh, for sure. I could definitely.
I think he would get offended.
Yeah, we don't get offended at fuck all. We'll laugh at it and go, yeah, you're right. I'm a fucking gay cunt.
I honestly think that whenever I see Tony or these roasts, I'm like, this is a day in the group chat.
Yeah.
This is an easy day in the group chat.
The only thing is they still have to cater to an audience, so they've sort of probably got to reel it in a little bit as well. But that's the reason we like them, isn't it? Because we can resonate with a little bit with the fact that they are a little bit more brutal than what normal people would accept, I guess.
Do you want to go to James McCann?
Yeah, we're going. Yeah.
You want to go? I'll buy a ticket. Have you seen his shit?
Yeah. So he did Kill Tony, the Kill Tony I went to, I'm fairly sure.
You know he's from Adelaide.
Yeah.
He lives in Adelaide.
Yeah.
He moved back.
Mates with Shane Gillis, right?
I don't know how he got in. So he entered the Kill Tony universe without even having to do a show. He just knew someone and it was a gun.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that the night I was there was a whole thing, and he's like, Shane Gillis told me to get this guy on, and it was an Aussie, and I'm fairly certain it was James McCann.
I think he's from the north of Adelaide. He's fuck you funny.
Yeah, I think he was there the night I was there, and I remember them going, yeah, we've got this Aussie, and fucking they brought him here, and he was about to fly home the next day.
Did I go with you to Mark Norman?
Fairly certain. Yeah, we went.
Me, you, Reese?
Yeah. At North Adelaide or Norwood. Sorry, Norwood
Wasn't
Town
it
Hall.
Yeah, it was Norwood Town
Yeah, it
Hall.
was Norwood Town Hall.
When I took Zara, because Zara had no idea who he was, never been to a comedy show.
Mark Norman is fucking good, man.
When I say the funniest show ever, it was funny because it was just like, even if a joke makes me go, it's fun. And I looked at Zara, and Zara was like, what the fuck? When I went to Matt Rife,
he's clean.
Different style of comedy. It's like different style of fighters. Like, Mark Norman is setting up a joke, he's building a story, and he fucking like really shocks you.
But he pings you with one-liners almost the whole time.
It's like non-stop. Yeah. Whereas Matt Rife, I never understood crowd work, you only have to experience it in
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
Because you see crowd work, you see the clips, and you're like, this is set up. No, Matt Rife's that good. Matt
Yeah,
Rife's
it's good.
that good, bro.
He's
That
good. I think Schultz is better at crowd work than Matt Rife personally, but his life experiences have changed. Like his last special
don't
wasn't
like him.
fantastic.
I don't like Schultz.
He was way better before he had a kid.
He just looks like he'd be a prick.
Probably is, but he's funny.
He looks like someone who thinks he should have an opinion on world matters. I think comedians should be comedians.
They should be objective.
Tim Dillon, the most switched on political commentator in the world, probably,
And he's hilarious while he does it.
and he's a homo.
Well, me and Zach were meant to see Tim Dillon. He got sick and he cancelled.
I saw him front row centre.
Yeah.
When he came to Adelaide, I went front row centre and he bullied my ex.
We might have had... did he do 2 nights or something? I don't know. Zach
He
and
did
I had
one.
tickets and we didn't... He cancelled and we didn't go.
He's my number one bucket list guest.
Fuck yeah.
He's my number one guest. Bucket list. I think it's the funniest person. You know when someone... Not everyone may get it. Like, I remember when we went to ZTB's Charlotte's birthday the other week, I put Tim Dillon on in the car as I was driving. Not a laugh from Kingy. Not a laugh from Zara. I'm like cacking. Like,
King's probably so deep in his phone and Snapchat
he
streaks
didn't
that he
what was
didn't know
going
what
on.
was going
But
on.
do you know what I mean? Like, to me, Tim Dillon is legitimately, besides Shane Gillis, the funniest person that's ever lived. I tried to rewatch Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious. I'm not woke, but even I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I think old Chappelle was...
I never found Chappelle funny. I never found it
but
funny.
New Chappelle is not great.
I never found it funny.
I liked him. I thought he had some... He's like not his Netflix specials. The ones before that were insane. They were so good.
So I remember, bro, I'll never forget. I was in Morphettvale. My brother and sister, my sister's obviously 18 years older. My brother's like 11 years older. They were in the TV room watching Eddie Murphy Delirious. And I never understood any of it, but I thought it was funny as. Watched it, hilarious. Went to rewatch it this year with Zara because she'd never seen it. I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, faggot. But he's not using it in a funny way. You know when Shane says gay or something, it's kind of funny. And we're not woke people.
Yeah.
We use words. Even I was like...
It's a different time, I guess.
Because he was saying it hatefully. Not hatefully, but it was just so... Like, it wasn't taboo at all.
Yeah, okay.
And it was a new word. Like, he was talking about AIDS. He's like, AIDS? Thought you weren't a homosexual.
Actually, I do remember that. But yeah,
They thought AIDS was only
I
from
remember
being
those
gay.
parts
It's
of it,
just
yeah.
funny. It's so funny watching back. Like,
People thought COVID was real too, so, you know.
it was real.
Yeah. But Ricky Gervais is pretty underrated as well. I think his stand-up's fucking insane. He's one of the best.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, English.
His speech at
It's
their,
the greatest.
their Oscars,
Golden
was it?
Globes
Golden
or Oscars,
Globes.
whatever it was.
Whatever he hosted.
I watch it like once a year, because I'm just like, fuck these guys.
It's so refreshing, and it's always a comedic. Same as Jim Carrey. Everyone's like, Jim Carrey's lost his mind. It's like, no, he doesn't want to be a part of that fucking subculture. And they blacklist you.
Yeah.
It's the same. It happened to Brendan Fraser. Do you know what happened to Brendan Fraser? Brendan Fraser did The Mummy and shit and blew up. Huge star. Attractive young male, full of talent. I think executive or something groped him, did weird shit to him.
Yeah.
He spoke out about it, never was in a movie again. Only came back about 8 years ago.
Yeah, he did that where he got hell fat and
Yeah.
had that like Oscar-winning
The
performance
Whale.
or something. Yeah.
The Whale.
Yeah.
But it's-
He was great though. Didn't he get really sick?
I don't know. Do you know fucking Nicolas Cage lost all his money?
Yeah, he had like tax bills and he just worked his ass off. I
Yeah,
think it was on Rogan or something, wasn't
He
it?
worked his
recently?
dick off.
and he just like did all these stupid ass movies which we all know and he just paid it off.
He owned a $250,000 snake.
Yeah, and he sold all his shit and stuff as well. But do you know COD now has like Nicolas Cage skin that had like an event on?
That's what pisses me off. That's the exact reason I
That's
don't
the
play
problem.
COD
I killed
anymore,
Nicki
bro.
Minaj the other day, which pissed me off a little bit. But
I'm not on the Team Nicki thing. I seen Rihanna in person once. Do you know what's funny about all these people? Did you know Nicki Minaj is legit like 5'2"?
I didn't, but it makes sense.
I tower over these people, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to like a monster like pop celebrity concert?
Not really.
You would have been to big bands and shit, but have you, or like EDM festivals? But have you been to like a pop star concert?
It's never been my.
It's
thing.
very different.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I was talking to Goobsy today. I went to G Unit when they came in 2007 or something, and I went to Chris Brown and Rihanna. Wild. People were like passing out and shit.
What round did it finish in?
First.
I saw Chance the Rapper in LA. That was pretty weird.
Chance.
Yeah, that was a bit like very fuck the police.
Celebrities are normal over there though. They don't get like corralled. I feel like if you're a celebrity in Australia, we're so not used to it.
We're so far away. Yeah,
we're not used to seeing celebrity. Like if I see an AFL player, I'm like,
well, look at Strickland at the fucking White House thing. As soon as he took his hoodie off, his cover was gone.
He might be the greatest champ of all time.
It was hilarious.
If Sean Strickland goes on a tear right now, he is the most unassuming greatest of all time.
He just keeps just doing it, eh?
He just has an ugly style. He just beats people ugly.
It's so weird.
He beats people ugly.
Yeah, no,
I think
weird.
Hamzat beats him in the rematch.
Probably.
I think
Because Hamzat just like adrenaline dumped and fucking blew his load.
I think with Sean, if you fight him for the first time, it just takes you by surprise because he's got that weird style.
Probably because they sparred too, and it was like different to what would have happened when
But
they sparred when you're fighting.
apparently he didn't do well sparring. That's why.
Really? I heard the opposite. I heard Hamzat did well against him, but this is all anecdotal though. You're only hearing like reports from people. Neither of them have ever said anything.
Do you know what's fucked about
even the
our
comments
sport?
when Strickland's like, "You're the best in the room, man." Like, stop. You know, like that. The way Strickland spoke to him when they were training together made me think that he had it over Strickland as well.
Do you know what my least favourite thing that's changed in our sport, and I think it's like a subconscious thing that's happened to all of us? MMA never used to be about losses.
Yeah.
And I feel like losses have gotten a lot more important over the last decade. I feel like the O is a lot more coveted since Khabib.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever really get super behind like no loss fighters because it's always eventually it's going to come.
But do you agree?
Yeah,
like
it's like boxing. It's become this like whole thing where
the loss never used to mean heaps, but I feel like the loss means a lot more now in MMA, and I hate it. Like if you imagine, like Charles Oliveira, perfect example.
I was going to say that's why we like guys like Charles and Dustin and Justin and Matt.
Charles at 145 isn't even a top 10 fighter. Charles at 155 can win the belt now.
Yeah.
Like he legit, and also another fact, our generation of fighters are the greatest fighters that's ever lived.
Yeah, and then the next generation will be the greatest too.
No, look who's reigning the divisions. They can't get him out, bro.
They will though.
They will eventually.
Ilya will stick around. Islam probably will stick around.
Yeah, but when's the last era that's happened? John Jones came and cleaned out light heavyweight. Anderson Silva.
You're talking about that's all we've seen. We're about to probably see some of these guys do it again, potentially.
Bro, it's the Unk era. Volkanovski legitimately might be the pound for pound number one after a knockout. Oh no, Islam is. Who's pound for pound number one at the moment?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
It's probably Islam.
There's no argument that it's John Jones.
Yeah, right now it's Islam.
Look me in the eye.
Gaethje made sure of that. Cyril Gahn made sure of that. It's Islam right now.
No, Zach hates John Jones. You don't hate John Jones.
No, I don't hate John Jones. I don't like John Jones. I think he's like a bad person, but I think he's the best ever.
Still going?
Yeah.
Do you agree that John Bones Jones, any person that's ever lived in a room this size, go in and only one can walk out? Not a fucking single person that's breathed air is walking out over John Jones.
In his prime?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say.
And I'm sick of this in his prime thing. I think he beats Tom Aspinall right now.
I would accept other people having arguments. I wouldn't say that with like 100% confidence, but I'd say it's probably a pretty good fucking. It's probably correct.
Out of anyone that's ever lived.
That's what I mean. I'm sure that
Genghis
maybe there's
Khan,
been people. But
Alexander the Great.
I would entertain other arguments, but I would say it's probably John.
There isn't one,
It's
bro.
probably John. Hand-to-hand combat, it's probably John.
No sword, no weapon, hand-to-hand combat. We go into a room, one person's leaving. There is not one human being on this fucking planet that's leaving the room over John Jones. And that's
Yeah.
why he is the greatest of all time. And the PEDs, I'm going to fucking shock yous, they were all on it.
Yeah, they were.
They were all on it. When DC might not have been, but all of them, when he went on that tear with Vitor and fucking everyone, they were all on it.
Yeah.
It was an even playing field.
They were. Do you want to do some predictions for tomorrow?
Yes. Let me get my thing out. We won't do the early pre's because there's way too many. But Tracy
fair.
Cortez is on there, so she's going to win.
Maybe. We're gonna
So
win.
starting the card, this is in the future prediction. So if we're wrong,
Grill us. Clip
Grilla, could be fight of the night. Cody Garbrandt, Adrian Yanez.
You know I've been high on Adrian Yanez for a long time.
Yanez, I said on my solo pod, broke my heart because
Rob Font broke my heart with Yanez.
legitimately some of the
Yep.
best hands I've ever seen in
Yep.
the UFC. So quick, so fun, so dynamic, but same as Cody Garbrandt. That's why this could be fun. I didn't put money on this fight because I don't trust Yanez, and Cody is a phenomenal striker.
Agree.
But he's chinny.
But he's old.
He's chinny and a
Too.
bit older, slower. So
Is he
I got
36-ish now, Cody? Something like
Cody. Cody is 35. Fuck,
Really
he's
good.
35. Yanez is 32.
that. Damn.
Yanez came to the UFC maybe 6 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
We're old.
I've got Yanez.
You got Yanez? I got Yanez by KO.
Yep.
I do. It may be in like the second.
Yep.
Then
that makes
the
sense.
biggest one of the night, this is a fun one because I love a dog. I put money on Ellison, but Gable Stevenson's fight. First round KO.
I think probably Gable Stevenson.
First round
That
KO.
guy's fucking insane, man. His explosivity is crazy.
Well, he gives John Jones problems.
That's what and John's been helping him. He's mentoring him a little. I think Gable's a lock.
I think Gable honestly could fight for a title in the next fight.
Yeah, Gable. I think Gable.
It's a very striking heavy
Before
division.
we move on, actually, how was the AI photo of Bo Nickel at the White House event? Did you see that shit? That was,
I was with
fucking
you.
insane,
The
dude.
worst thing I've
That's
ever
the
seen.
worst thing I've ever. Yeah, it was horrible. Anyway,
Then we got Krylov and Whitaker.
I've got Whitaker. Krylov's dangerous for sure. He's got some power, but he's very rigid. He's very stiff. He's like sort of predictable with the way he does things. I think Whitaker gets it done.
He's a good first step at light heavyweight
Yeah,
to
agree.
see where
He's
Robert's
good.
at.
He's good, but Whitaker's ability to dynamic strike, I think, will be the difference.
I think if he can move in and out, he can control the pace. I think he's got enough power to finish it. I would love to go. I didn't bet on it, but if I was betting on it, I would go Whitaker, and that's not being biased.
Yeah, I think Whitaker gets it done.
I
I think
think-
Whitaker's still good.
I think Whitaker's just a better fighter, and I think he's got enough power to carry over. It's just the size.
Yeah, agree.
If he goes to the floor and he tries
What's
to smother
Krylov?
him,
6'1", 6'2", something like
he's
that.
a natural
probably.
light
Yeah.
heavyweight.
Yeah. All right, main card.
Corey Sandhagen, Batista.
Corey Sandhagen by brutal KO, I think.
I hope so.
Batista sucks. Corey Sandhagen is awesome. Corey Sandhagen's one of my favourite strikers to watch in the whole UFC. He's so fun. He's so good. He's creative.
Corey Sandhagen to me is what people think Sean O'Malley is.
Yeah, they're pretty similar in the way they do things. They just have a different style.
Corey's more like... I don't think I love Sean O'Malley. I love a counter striker. I love a good counter striker. I don't think he has that stand and bang thing in him. Corey Sandhagen will point to the floor and he'll be willing to die. Do you
agreed.
know what I mean? That's why I like. And
Sean's just got a really good ability of making everything look nice.
but if you're fucking a coach, you definitely would rather coach Sean O'Malley over a Justin Gaethje or a Sandhagen. Do you know what I mean?
Sandhagen's harder.
It's
would
more
be harder to
stressful.
coach,
It's
for
more
sure.
stressful.
'Cause he's so
He's willing.
unique.
He's willing.
too.
It's like coaching Oliveira. It would be terrible because it's like you're putting yourself in the worst position. You're a retard.
Well, Oliveira would be because Oliveira technically is very stock standard, whereas Sandhagen's not. That's why I think coaching him would be more difficult because he's not like this stock standard striker. He does things from like weird angles and weird footwork, and
I still reckon Marab's going to reign the division.
Probably, yeah.
I think he's going to rectify his mistakes, and I think he's going to reign
I
that
agree.
division regardless. Because I think Marab's probably the best bantamweight we've ever seen.
Peter Yan, on a side note, is
So
one of my
hard for
favourite
Peter Yan.
strikers to watch. Hey?
Watching
I
him,
love
watching him on the come up,
He's so fun.
the
His
most
high guard, the way he...
the most annoying guard. It's not built for MMA.
It's the high guard that it's so fun.
It's the
so
most
good.
odd guard in MMA
Yeah.
because he's not protecting his legs. He stands really high. He's fairly square.
Because he knows if you attack his legs, he's going to blast you in the face.
But it's when you see him get hit, you think he's getting hit. It's the same as same as Holloway and shit.
Is he? They roll.
They roll really well. So you think they're absorbing all this damage.
They move with it.
And
yeah.
it might look bad for the judges, but if you watch it back, you're like, oh, that didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Sandhagen
Yeah,
by
I'm
KO. Interesting. BSD, Paddy. Basically the same fighter.
So 1 year difference between them, everything else is the same.
This could be fight of the night. This honestly, they're the same
I
fighter.
have no idea.
Reckless abandonment for striking, terrible, and great ground games.
Yeah.
So this is a striking bout. They ain't taking this to the floor.
I think Paddy's unorthodox way of approaching things might get him done as long as he doesn't get knocked out.
I'm going to say this with prejudice because I've never believed that Paddy is a top 5 or title contender. I do understand that he's a great fighter, and I will retract some statements I've said about him because he is very entertaining.
I'm the same.
But I don't think he's on BSD's level.
We'll see. I think if he doesn't get knocked out, he wins.
I wouldn't bet on this, but I'm going to bet on BSD by knockout.
I'll go Paddy by decision.
Paddy by decision.
I think so.
Conor Holloway.
Max second round stoppage.
Conor, first round.
Not going to happen.
I envision it in my head. The closer it gets, I can see that pullback. I can see that left hand firing. And I feel like if Conor stumbles Max, he's going to put every fibre in his being, knowing that this is the only...
And if he can't...
Yeah, if he can't, I can see there's a moment in this fight where either it's a stumble, a slip, or something. Conor's going to empty it within the first 8 minutes or so because he doesn't have a chance after that.
I think Max lands 230 significant strikes and finishes Conor in the second round. Clip that.
Second.
We'll come back to it.
Second.
We'll come back to it.
All right. Well, I love all you. I love you, Luke. You're the fucking best in the world.
Love you too, brother. Thanks for having me.
Chill, listen to some music, have some drinks. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the UFC on the weekend. We just ripped some packs. And I will see you on Thursday or Friday for the solo episode.
Peace.
Peace. Now I need